You're watching TigerVision presented by Conley Buick GMC. TigerVision is made possible in part by Conley Buick GMC, Arctic Air Plumbing and Electrical Services, Apex, Clicking Spree, DeVito's Auto Repair and Tire Service, Drug-Free Manatee, Garrett Richard, Minnesota Pools, the Manatee County Fair, North River Prevention Partners, Obie's Best Fresh Veg, the Prosperity Group, Richardson Stenton Roofing, Superior Asphalt, and WB3 Legacy of the P. Stay tuned, TigerVision will continue live after these messages.
Hey guys, Chris Conley here from Conley Buick GMC. Kickoff's right around the corner. Buckle your seatbelts and hold on tight. It's time for some Tiger football.
Hello, I'm Scott Whitaker with Arctic Air Services. We started our business from the ground up and grew it based on the service end of the industry. We own over 50 vehicles, which we depend on every day to make our business run smoothly. We know the value and importance of offering great production and excellent service. That's why we choose Conley Buick GMC, because they provide us with the best cars and trucks and have a service department second to none. The next time you're in the market for a vehicle, I highly recommend Conley Buick GMC, where they'll treat you like family.
Hey everybody, Ted here at Conley Subaru. And our deals are so hot, we had to bring in our local fire department just to keep things under control. Actually, while we wait for our contractor to arrive, the always community-minded Conley family has donated the use of our old facility for some specialized training. Follow the excitement on Facebook, Instagram, or at ConleySubaru.com. Conley Subaru, where we really do treat you like family.
Hey guys, Chris Conley here from Conley Buick GMC. We're excited to be back for another season of Palmetto football and TigerVision. Good luck this year and go Tigers!
5, touchdown! We are live. Welcome to Palmetto Field here at John Kiker Memorial Stadium. We have arrived on the campus of Southeast High School here in Bradenton, Florida, and we again welcome you, the #1 fans, to TigerVision as presented by Conley Buick GMC. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brian Varnador, and I'm joined by my broadcast partners, Mr. Rick Wells, Tom Porter with the Arctic Air Sideline Report, and our statistician, Mr. Troy Bellamy. If you haven't already, be sure to click like and then subscribe to our channel so you can stay current on Palmetto Tigers football. Now we're going to stand and remove our hats and have the national anthem. Welcome back, Palmetto Tiger fans. What a beautiful job by the Southeast Band. And I wanted to tell you that the Palmetto Tigers have made the short trip south across the Manatee River, and we are ready for some football. I'm going to turn it over to my broadcast partner, Mr. Rick Wells, for his thoughts. Rick.
Hey, good evening, Brian, Troy, Tom. Good to be back. Fortunately, couldn't be here last week, but I did have an opportunity to watch the game on TigerVision, and thank God that we have TigerVision available to all of us to be able to watch the Tigers when we can't be here. What I saw, Brian, what impressed me last week against a very good 4-0 Charlotte team was just how great the defense played last week. I thought the defense was extraordinary, to be honest with you. They really stayed disciplined, hard-hitting, did everything that you can hope to do against a very explosive offense like Charlotte, and that wing T offense that always gives us trouble, Brian, as you know. But and then I really was impressed with the offense, and I really saw them, really finding an identity. I saw the O-line really, putting out a lot of effort, opening those holes for our dynamic running game. And I really think that if you go back to that very first game, if you go back further than that, and everything that these young men have missed during the offseason, it's kind of like first, second game, third game. It's almost like a preseason, right? You're trying to figure out what your role is, and you're trying to get your feet underneath you. And I think they have reached that point. I'm looking for just a carryover from last week. I really think they're pumped up and ready to go. And the best thing, we got Coach Marino back on the sideline tonight.
That's a wonderful thing. And, you got Big Brazelton up there in the press box with the eye in the sky, defensive coordinator. The defense has been fantastic. But last week we saw the really solid play out of Josh Siplin, quarterback, 17 for 23 in the game, over 200 yards game. Passing, added 33 yards rushing on the game as the captains are on the field. But right now we're in the Manatee County Fair pregame show, and I wanted to kick it over to Troy and tell you something about an exciting event coming up.
Good evening, fans. Glad to have you here with us on this broadcast. But I want to remind you, during this Manatee County Fair pregame show, we would like to remind you of an event that is going on this weekend at the Manatee County Fairgrounds in Palmetto, tomorrow and Sunday. It's the flavor of our fairs. We've got all that great fair food that you love. Things like funnel cakes, pizza, fried grouper. That's great fair food that will help you get your mind right this weekend.
Amen.
The event is going on tomorrow, Saturday, from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., and then Sunday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. We hope to see you there, getting you ready for the fair.
Thanks very much, Troy. And the captains for tonight, you have Juliana Chatella, number 71. Juju, they call him here. He's 300-pounder out there. Floyd Dozier Jr., he's on injured reserve right now for these Tigers. And we have Jaquez Hughes out there along with Sajel Hickson. And they're about to go out there, one of the captains, and have the toss.
Listening to Troy, I felt kind of bad for Tom Porter. He's been on a very strict diet, doing very well, but he's going to have to pass on the fried Oreos this weekend. He won't be able to partake in that.
I got a cheat day coming tomorrow, boys. Hey, I'm here with Coach Marino. Coach, obviously we missed you being out. Talk about the season so far, what you've seen from the outside looking in as far as game time, and what you're going to change, going forward tonight.
Well, first of all, Matt and Ty, the whole staff did a great job. The kids, I love the resilience, and that's the way we build our team, that, we're always going to fight for 48 minutes. We're going to pick each other up. And the kids did that. They always continued to battle for 48 minutes all year long, and that's all we ask them to do.
Great tradition here at Southeast High School. I say it every year. You're a big part of what's on that board over there, all the championships and things that happen to Southeast. You were a big part of that. How does it feel coming back into your old school? You've come over to Palmetto and helped create a program. Talk about your time at Southeast a little bit and how that transitioned to success at Palmetto.
Well, everywhere you've been, it's about relationships in that locker room, and those relationships are long lasting. But now we built a program here at Palmetto, and these are the relationships that I care most about.
All right, Coach. Good luck in the first half. Guys, I say this every year. Palmetto and Southeast are like cousin schools. I mean, it's very similar. My dad went to Palmetto, my mom went to Southeast. It's just that's the relationship here. It's always kind of disconcerting to me to come out and see there's not a lot of support at Southeast. We have more fans on the Palmetto side than we do on the Southeast side, and hopefully that gets turned around here because they're trying to put a good product on the field. They had a good season last year. This year they're struggling a little bit. But hopefully tonight we can lay one on them and they can have a good game and maybe gain some support. Weather was great out here, not a cloud in the sky. Well, there's clouds everywhere actually as I look around, but it's beautiful. Feels like it's about 75 degrees and a slight breeze going, so it should be a great night for football.
Thanks, Tom, with the Arctic Air sideline report. And so now the captain's out there, Malik Huggins for Southeast, number 1. He's a very talented multi-threat quarterback. He's a blazer. Palmetto Tigers defense are going to have to contain him. He throws a very nice ball before the game, and the Seminoles are going to receive the opening kickoff here. The environment here is very important to me when I was in school, and it's amazing here. We're here at Paul Meckley Field, and he's on the public address. And Rick, going back to growing up, I remember Charlie Wells doing those big Southeast games on the cable channel, and a lot of memories here tonight, and just amazing to have the coach himself, the field named after him, is doing public address.
Yeah, we're sitting next to the legend here, and if you think about all the great games that you and I got to witness as just young lads coming up through the ranks, we were fortunate to have not only Coach Meckley, Coach Command, some of the greatest coaches in high school history, right here in Manatee County. I mean, you just can't beat that football environment that we grew up in.
Yeah, and this game last week, Southeast played an amazing game. It was a 20-17 thriller that they lost to Braden River. That's a common opponent, and Braden River was able to beat the Tigers by a much wider margin there. So it seems they've got things. Brett Timmons here, we all have great respect for Coach Timmons, and he seems to have things going in the right direction. And you can see it and the feel and the intensity of the players. This group here, there's nothing that they would want more that they would like to do than to open this up tonight against these rival Palmetto Tigers and and have that energy. It really would be a game that would rocket them forward here, Rick.
That would be a great win for the program. They have been getting better every year. You can see their work ethic. You can see the athletes on this field, and we know that a lot of these kids have played against each other and played with each other from Pop Warner all the way up. So it'll be an exciting game. We always know that we're going to face a very strong opponent when we come over here to play Southeast.
So going back there is number 3, Novell Chestnut, and number 2, Zion Bellamy Bay. And the kicker tonight for the Palmetto Tigers is number 40, and that is Alexis Ramirez to kick this one off. So get a kick out of good service from our friends at DeVito's Auto, located in Ellington. They've blown it live for play here. Ramirez approaches. He puts the inseam into leather. The kick is away, and it's going to be a driving kick down to about the 10-yard line there. He's got it at the 15, at the 20. Got a crease out there. Makes a good move. He's at the 40, and a great return to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that is, if there's any wrinkle on this Tiger team this year, just the kickoff teams have struggled a little bit here in the few games that we have played. Something we didn't have to worry about last year because the ball was always being kicked in the end zone. So great field position to start off here for Southeast.
Yeah, Rafael Gonzalez last year put about 87% of his kickoffs into the end zone. So now Malik Huggins has it, and he has one back in the backfield, 2 receivers on each side of the formation, ball at the 49-yard line. Good snap, looks, and he's going to scramble, and he's going to be right in the middle of the field. Was Jordan Renard making a great tackle, because that one was going to go for 10 or 15
yards. It really
yards.
was, and we've played against some teams with some really good running quarterbacks this year, but Malik Huggins is going to be the best one we've faced. I think he looks to run a little sooner than he should at times, but you got to keep your eye on him.
Well, he's a blazer, and he's got Chris Thomas, number 5, in the backfield with him. High snap this time. Hands the ball off to Thomas. Really big hit there, and that's going to be big baby Jalen Wester.
Big baby came in there like a rocket and just stopped that run before it could get started. Real good way to get started for big baby here early in this ball game.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. They're going to go out with a 4-receiver formation, 2 on each side of the formation. Sheldrick Simpson is over here on cornerback and dropping back about in a 10-yard cushion. Big front for Palmetto. Looks like they drop. Malik Huggins looks, and then he throws it out there late. No receiver. Good coverage over there by Zipper. That's and you saw there a great defensive scheme there. It looked like they were rolling up in a 5-man front and rolled to a 3 and cover 8.
That was really almost like a pro-style defense where you come up there to try to fake out the quarterback like you're going to have an all-out blitz.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Looked like a very heavy pressure into a bear formation, then rolled it back into something we're seeing very popular in the college now, is that old rush 3 and drop 8. Now to return this one is Jaquez Hughes back there. High snap, slow snap, and he gets off a kick, and it's going to settle down there at the 10-yard line, and that is one that you're going to see. You had a high snap, you had a slow release, and I would expect the next series to see the Tigers maybe bring a little pressure.
That was a really good punt under the situation where you've got pressure coming. You see that those white jerseys coming at you, high snap, able to get that off, and really a great punt. And pins Palmetto back here on their side of the field. And now it's just time for the captain of this offense to continue to do what he's been doing best, just manage the offense and pick up first downs. And let's work this thing into the end zone.
Yeah, back there in single safety is Zion Bellamy Bay. 3 receivers out here on the right side of the formation, and it's going to be a reverse and Sajel Hickson. And good hit there. He bounces off of that one, and that's going to be a loss of about a half yard on the play.
Yeah, really good job there by number 12, Greg Gibson, to maintain his position, stay in his lane, and take away what could have been a big run.
Now they've got Sajel Hickson out here in the slot. You see him do that in the backfield. I believe that's Benson back there. We'll get an eyeball on that. Ziplin. Yeah, moves Benson over to the right. Sidecar. Hands it to him. Big lane. Goes forward, and he's got a first down on the play. Great play design, Rick.
I think Benson has really been like the unsung hero of this offense, and doesn't get enough credit for some of the big yards that he has picked up this year.
Just an impressive block out there on the edge, and that was Brust out there with a fine block. 2 receivers on both sides of the formation. Ziplin looks, and he's got a receiver out there throwing it to him, settling under and catching it. Now he's at the 50, and he's at the 40, the 30. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, really good job by Quay Smith to maintain his focus. That ball was tipped at the last second. You'll see here on the replay. And he's able to maintain control and pick that thing out of the air and almost runs it in for a touchdown. But good job by Quay. He's really becoming the go-to receiver.
Now it's an option out here, and he's going to be blown up in the backfield. Really fine play back there.
That's Isaiah Pettifer.
On the option.
Yep. We've seen Isaiah before. I know he was
Isaiah and his brother,
who are both over
played
here
for the Tigers a couple years ago.
First, 2nd and 15 here. We've got Quay Smith in SWAT to the left. Benson in the backfield. Hickson in the slot. Ziplin looks. He throws a little slip screen out there, and that's going to be Benson. And makes a guy miss. Shakes off another tackle. He's at the 15-yard line. 8:41 on the clock.
Yeah, finally taken down there by Zion Bellamy Bay, but they took advantage of a very aggressive Southeast defense right there, and that's what you got to do to slow down that attack, Brian.
3rd down and 2 for the Tigers.
Sakiji Rutledge is out here wide to the right. Ziplin has Benson in the backfield. Moves him over there from the right side of the formation to the left. And it's going to be a handoff. A great defensive play that time along the line of scrimmage, and that was big number 64 here, or 54, which is Demarion Murray.
Yeah, once again a high snap and kind of took Josh out of his rhythm. And nothing more important than that snap, Brian.
4th and 3, we'll call it, or 4th and very long 2. And it's a direct snap to Benson, breaks off a tackle, rolls forward, rolls over the defender for the first down. Great job by Benson there.
That was a little trick play there.
Yep.
You got Josh looking over to the sideline like he's trying to get a play in. They quick snap it. Benson runs in and picks up the 3 yards needed for the first down.
So we got a little nonchalant, wild Tiger with Cedric Benson.
Saw that in the longest yard.
So 7:32 on the clock. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Little movement there, no call. And there's a throw to the outside boundaries. Receiver is in great position. Incomplete pass.
A really good job by Sagel to become the defender on that play and knock that out of. I don't know if that was Pettifer again.
Yeah,
and he was able to knock that ball at the very end out of his hands. That would have been an interception.
Yeah, so 2nd and 10.
Isaiah was in better position than Sagel.
I'll tell you what, guys, based on his size and his ability to hit and cover, I don't think we should come to his side anymore tonight. That guy looks like a stud.
He probably is the best defensive player on the Southeast side. He is really just an outstanding player.
Siplin fakes the handoff. Now he looks. Now he's going to have to run and slips out of a tackle or two. Now he's got the ball at the 10, shakes another tackle, scrambles forward to about the 7-yard line. So really good footwork by Simplin there. That play was going nowhere.
That was an incredible job by Josh to pick up any yards out of that. That should have been about an 8-yard loss. Really great job by him.
Sagel Hickson over there in that slot receiver position one more time. And over here, number 80 is Akiji Rutledge. See if they see maybe a slant behind there, but they hand the ball off, and very strong running there is number 14, Alzavion Houston.
As that last play, 55 peeled back and picked up a key block to free Josh to be able to make a couple extra yards on the last one. And those are the kind of things that don't really get seen very often. The offensive line gets a lot of grief when they give up a sack, but that allowed him to get the extra yardage that was necessary to make that play a successful one.
Yeah, and that's big Quentin Zanders, the 6'3", 300-pound senior out there, and they're going to line it up to kick. And kicking's been a little of a mystery here, and but it's going to be Alexis Ramirez. Siplin awaits the snap. Good snap, and it's up. And it is good, and it looks
Southeast player was clearly offsides on that play.
We thought they encouraged
we saw that, Tom,
Wow.
and obviously no one else did.
Yeah, we were wiggling up here. Troy, Rick, and I'm sitting in between them, and they both saw that one. But that's a 3-0 lead with 5:54 on the clock.
Really, one thing that really stands out with that Southeast defense is they are quick. They are very fast, very athletic, and a little too fast on that last play. But good job by the young kicker to come in here and pick up 3 and get us on the board and let the defense come back out here and try to stop Southeast again.
Alexis Ramirez out there, and he's the 5'11", 170-pounder. Formerly a soccer player. Very limited experience, but he's done a great job when he's been out here for the Tigers.
And I think Alexis, he's still a soccer player, and that's the issues that have been going on. He's practicing soccer, and he's coming over and practicing football, and quite the talent. To be able to do that, totally two different kicking styles
for the Tigers.
So Ramirez is going to kick this one off. There's 5 minutes and 54 seconds on the clock. Palmetto Tigers with a 3-0 lead. Get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto, located in Ellington. It's a high kick. It's going to be filled at the 16-yard line. And Palmetto Tiger defense, their zipper tries to make a tackle. Block in the back right in front of the officiating crew. They're not called. And the ball's at the 32-yard line.
At times, we just see flags flying all over the field on every play, and we can't buy one right now.
Check this one out on the Arctic Air replay here as he gets to the sideline over there. And that's Bay again, and he gets there.
When he pushed him right into the runner, which is a big help for us. Thank you very much. But he's right in front of the referee. I don't know how you missed that.
So ball's at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Seminoles. Coming in late is number 40 here, and that is Terrence Gordon. Huggins looks, throws a little out there. Tigers are all over the play. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, one thing that I see from this offensive line with Southeast is they're a little undersized. I think they're going to have a difficult time trying to keep that defensive front out of the backfield. And it appears they know it. I mean, they are coming off that ball quick.
I was thinking the same thing, Rick, on the first drive. The defensive line was in there so much, I thought, man, was that a screenplay? Because they got back there so fast. So they're going to struggle all night.
Riley Jackson's in there right over the nose tackle for the Tigers. Huggins looks, and he throws it out there. Zipper in great coverage over there. Nobody open. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and Malik knows it too because he's trying to get rid of that ball as fast as he can because he's got all kind of pressure coming his way. And Zipper, what a great story he is. I mean, first year playing football, he's picked up a difficult defense very quickly. Just an athlete.
Now, Ruben Stamp is the Mike linebacker out there. Palmetto Tigers rolling out an interesting-looking defense. An incomplete pass there. Good pressure there, and that time the pressure was there by Cedric Augustin. All over.
Yeah, there's one thing that we've seen with the Tigers the last 2 years when we play Southeast. We just seem to really be able to get pressure on Malik and kind of keep him out of his game. And because of that, he's run the ball successfully on us several times because he just has nowhere else to go with the ball. So another great job by the Tiger defense.
Questionable snap last time, guys. Maybe we'll send some pressure and get a hand on this one.
So Jaquez Hughes is back there to return this one. I believe it's Argon back there that's kicking this one. This time he gets a nice snap and a great kick. Crushes the ball over the shoulder. And it is going to now check up and be spotted at the 25-yard line. Just a great kick.
Yeah, he definitely has improved the kicking game for Southeast. They struggled with that the last 2 years that we played them.
That's true. So, one thing that you've seen tonight is the defensive line. We talked about the offensive line being a little undersized for these Seminoles, but I'll tell you on the defensive line, number 52 and number 54, we had them on Suncoast Media Days, both about my height and in the 320 or so pound range.
We've been looking for that for a long time, Brian. Nice to have them.
Yeah, big defensive line there for the Seminoles. Siplin looks, we had
some movement.
In the backfield, and no call. So we're going to take that one for about a 2-yard gain.
We argue a lot about the referees, so they're going to let these boys play. Let them play.
So 5:03 on the clock. Siplin tries his best to draw him offside. Southeast playing very sound. Looking things over, checking off. Fakes it, just rips a throw out there. Nice little route. Goes for about a 3-yard gain. Good defense. Ball's out, but that's, after forward progress had been stopped. And that's number 4 there.
Isaiah Pettifer again.
Yeah, he's having a game.
He's got 2 or 3 tackles already. Almost picked one off. He's having a great game. We're only in the first quarter.
So now Siplin looks over the field. He's got 2 receivers on both sides of the formation. It's an option. He throws it out there. And it's going to be Benson. And great tackle there, number 12, and that is Greg Gibson flying over to the ball.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we talked about already, but great speed here from the Seminole defense. Look how quickly they're able to make up that distance, and Gibson is all over that play.
You know, we've seen that, and sequential play calling. We know that Coach Ty Stolt up there, he'll see that, and everybody in the middle field, there's times when you start to run that option, get a block on the other side, take a step back as a quarterback and hit the seamer there, you know, but brings up a punting situation.
And Robert Gavin's back for the first time to punt tonight. Great to see Robert back.
So as Robert goes back here, Troy picked this one up for us.
Well, Jaquez Hughes has been kicking all year, and he's been doing a great job. But Robert Gavin really is the toe on the team. So we'll see what happens here. Robert's been injured. Glad to see him back tonight.
So we had some movement there. That's probably a false start against the Tigers. So that is going to be delay a game, Tigers.
All right, they are paying attention.
Tiger punt team.
So Gavin is back there at 13 yards deep for this one. Back there to return this one is Novell Chestnut. He's set up on the 30-yard line. Pretty decent snap. Good high kick. And driving the ball is tipped. And he's scrambling back, and he picks it up at the 21-yard line. But great-looking punt there by Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin really is just a big-time player for us that can do more than just one thing. You know, he's an awesome punter. He's a running back. I don't think they've ever used him on defense, but he can play defense.
He's been on the sideline, guys, the last 3 or 4 games over here. Ever since he was able to, he had a brace on still, but he was over here punting all game long in his shorts and T-shirt, just trying to be ready, just trying to get to where he can come back and help the team.
Got that one out there. Very nice high coverage kick. And just a super job. Palmetto defense lines up the 4-man front. And Huggins keeps it. Very good coverage by Jalen Wester over there. Stays home, makes a play for the lost.
Brian, I can't tell you how big that is when you actually have a player like Jalen Wester that understands his responsibility, stays home, and takes that running game away from Huggins, because that could have been a huge play for Southeast.
I'll tell you what, he's fast, he plays fast, but he is a student of the game. You know, he reads those offensive linemen, and he is a natural out there. He's like a back that has vision running the ball. He's got that from the linebacker position back there. This time a very difficult throw, great pressure there, and that's going to be Ormsby back there along with Jordan Renault.
Yeah, right now in the passing game, Southeast may not be getting to Huggins, but they are making him throw a lot sooner than he wants to. They've got him off his rhythm, and the receivers are not even in a break yet. They're just running a route. They're not even looking for their young quarterback to help him out at all.
Sheldrick Simpson is over here on the boundary. Right now it's 1 covering 2. Chance Zipper is now going to roll over here and guard the slot receiver. Yo-yoing in motion there is number 7. That's Brian Davis. Sets up in the slot. Malik Huggins looks, and he throws a really nice rip of a throw out there, but great coverage by the Tigers, and he's going to be out of bounds well short of the first down. Brings up another punting situation.
Yeah, he's just trying to get a quick throw out there to the edge and hope that something happens. And they're just trying to keep that
perfect.
Yeah, that was a great throw.
Yep.
Just trying to keep that defense away from Huggins and give him some time to do something.
Zipper just with a fantastic play, and then we've seen Sheldrick. He just continues to make play after play after play. Jaquez Hughes goes back there to field the return here. 2 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock. High snap, and he gets it off. And this time it's going to roll, and it's fielded there by Jaquez Hughes. Tries to make a defender miss, does. Gets to the sideline. Big hit over there, but he's going to be out of bounds at the Palmetto 49-yard line.
That was an athletic play by Jaquez. I mean, we picked up about 6 or 7 yards out of that, and the receiver or the defensive player was holding on to his jersey like a drag sled.
You know, most kids, when they go near the ball, everybody starts screaming, no. But if it's Jaquez Hughes, you're like, okay, give it a shot, see what happens.
Sure. When you have players like Jaquez Hughes and LeJontay Wester back there, and the rules don't apply.
I'm interested to see the changes on offense here. You know, when you try someone sideline to sideline and they match your speed, you know, the next thing you do is you go right up the gut. So I'm interested to see if we start trying to push it right up the middle here, guys.
Tom, you're going to need to come up here and take my chair, you know. Same thought wave there. Now Siplin looks, and he throws it out there. Nice route. And that's Sagel Hickson. Beautiful catch out there. High pointed that. If your kids watching at home, that's the way you do it. He gets up there, catches the ball with his hand, pulls it in the body. Great play.
Tackled there by Gibson.
Sagel's he's an excellent receiver. We know that.
Now it's a handoff.
There we go.
Great
Tom.
cut by Benson. Keeps his balance, drives forward for the first down, and he's finally tackled there at the 40, or we'll call it the 34-yard line.
And I really do. This is where we need to exploit this defense. The O-line is blocking well, and let's just run that thing up the gut as much as we can until they stop us.
Benson now goes to the slot. Sagel Hickson in the backfield. Siplin hands it off to Hickson, trying to get an edge there. Great play, breaks the tackle, reverses his field. Now he's at the 40, looking for a block.
Oh, my
He gets
goodness.
it, turns the corner, and it is finally tackled
mask.
by this face mask at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, let me tell you what the most incredible thing is. There's not a flag back here with all the running around Sagel did. Yeah, that's a time when you have a block in the back or a hold. But not tonight.
I'm wondering what this flag is here. Was it from Sagel with the face mask
No,
on the defender?
I think the defender pulled him down by his face mask.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
saw
what it
the
looked like
back
from
side.
here.
Okay.
So here comes the call. Personal foul, face mask, and it is on the defense. So it's going to be half the distance of the goal. Looked like he went out of bounds at about the 2 or 3 yard line. So it's going to be just half the distance of the goal here.
That should have been a 5-yard loss. That's just an incredible job by Sagel Hickson. There's no way that should happen.
This reffing crew was walking it off against the offense in that situation. So I'm still trying to figure out. He got down here about the 2-3 yard line. He was supposed to get half the distance, and he's still right where he went down.
So Tom, 3 divided by half the distance goal. Where's the ball spotted?
Well, when he went down at the 2, he should be at the 1, but he's at the 2.5 now. So
okay, so he should have been at the 5 where
it's
he went.
Exactly.
All right, so we got Siplin and Benson looking and driving forward. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job by the Tigers on that drive. Really.
The ball was handed off there.
Everything that you would want to see from them. Great blocking by the O-line.
Runs it into the end zone
Running backs
for the
were just lighting it up.
touchdown.
And you got Josh running the show. I mean,
Okay,
good job.
was that Jalen Wester in there out of the slot throwing the block there? We'd have to look at that again. I think.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah,
Why not?
Yeah. So number 40 here, Alexis Ramirez, and it's Siplin, and it's a low snap.
That was a great job by Josh to get that ball.
Great hold.
Position. Great hold right there.
Kick is up and it's good.
That
So
was
the
a
time of
low
the Tigers.
snap. That was a worm burner snap.
we're going to get called for a false start on that kicking team. The kicker has started false twice now and not get called. So
He's trying to score a goal, Tom.
You know what though, Tom? That's very hard to do. He has broken his rhythm twice, and still
put it through.
Yeah.
I'm picking the ball up. There's no ball boys around here apparently, so I'm going to go ahead and get that for y'all.
One call, we see the backs are getting a little bit of an early start on both sides of the offense here,
Yeah.
but the
But
officiating crew kind of letting it go.
We saw that 2 weeks ago against Brainerd River. I don't really think they pay attention too much to that. We saw a lot of
Bellamy Bay are back
early
for
motion from the backs.
Seminoles to
Never got
receive
called
the
once.
Kick from Alexis
So Zion
Ramirez.
Bellamy Bay, number 2, is back there. And I believe it's Edwards back there also. Get a kick out of good service from our friends at DeVito's Auto. Driving kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. He's got it there. Looking for the sideline initially. And cuts it up to the middle, and Ruben Stamp with a tackle at the 40-yard line.
Good job. That young man, he runs to the same side every time. That's 3 kickoffs.
Bellamy Bay
And he runs to the left
on
side.
Return for the Knowles.
Trying to find his
Brought down
little sweet spot
by
there, and
number
he's
10,
had some good
Ruben.
returns.
Yeah, Ruben Stamp, we've seen him do that before. He's playing a lot more linebacker. He's out there in the Mike
Set
linebacker spot now on the defensive
operations
side of the
at
ball,
the
but he has been a
40-yard
special
line.
teams phenom over the years.
Yeah, Ruben's just been all over the place on defense as well.
And he did the coaches show with us on Tuesday night, and he's ready to take any of our jobs up here in the press box. He's just an awesome young man. This time it's a nice little draw play, and it goes out the back, and it's going to be a foot race. Jaquez Hughes trying to catch him, and he's going to be in for 6. So what you saw there, you saw action to the right-hand side of the line, and you saw that very speedy defense get out of position there.
Yeah,
right?
exactly what we were talking about with Southeast. They took advantage of our aggressive play. One missed tackle, and then he's home free.
So Chris Thomas with a big one here to get the game within reach here, and now they're lining up for the extra point. 39 seconds on the first quarter clock. Carlos Aragon, it's a fake, and the Tigers are all over that one. Jalen Wester's back there along with a host of Tigers. So really, at this point of the game, that can really come up to bite you later on in the process. 10-6 lead.
Yeah, we've seen that several times. But I don't know. I guess just a bad hold.
Seminoles are on the board with
hard to tell from
touchdown.
Our angle. Definitely wasn't planned.
No, but Jalen Wester doing what he does. 39 seconds remain here in the first quarter here. And it has been really a very hard-fought game here so far.
You know, that big touchdown we just gave up, you know, you wonder, was it the plan for the Palmetto coaches, just stay aggressive until they do something to make us respect, you know, the misdirection or the screenplay or something like that. You know, and with our aggressive defense and as successful as we were on those first 2 drives, you know, that very well may be what the coaches were thinking there.
A great play call.
It really was. It looked like Huggins was going to go out and set up, a passing play, and it was a delayed draw to the left side of the formation, and Palmetto over-pursued, and just a perfect play call at the right time. Now number 26, Carlos Aragon, kicks this one off. Get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto. Driving kick, and it's going to be fielded there by Jaquez Hughes. Starts out in the middle of the field, and he takes a big hit, plunges forward to the 25-yard line. And
that was a big hit there by number
21, and that's
Khalib
Thomas, and our roster is cut off here. I think it's Gissender. I've seen that name before. Now on our sheet here, it's kind of cut off, but Gissender.
We had some Gissendaners at Palmetto years ago. It's probably a Gissendaner.
Gissendaner, what do you think, Troy?
Yes, it's Gissendaner.
Yep, Gissendaner. See, there, you're right, Tom.
At their own 25-yard line.
So with 32 seconds on the clock, Palmetto Tigers start this drive off 1st and 10 from the 25. Siplin hands the ball off to Sagel, nowhere to go. This time back in the backfield was number 18 there, and that is Eli Thomas with a great play. He's a sophomore. Came up and played that one perfectly.
Yeah, Greg Gibson came in there as well, so they're trying to tighten up the middle of that defense to keep those big runs from happening again.
Now the Tigers probably going to let the clock wind down here. So as the clock goes to zeros here in the first quarter, Palmetto Tigers lead 10-6.
That is the end of the.
Hey guys, Ryan Moore here with 662 Customs. Super excited to show you this truck we just finished today. This is our new 2020 2500 AT4. We did the paint to match grill and grill surround. We did the paint to match emblems, paint to match hooks around with the red hooks. Follow me around here. We did the paint to match fender flares and amber lights. Moving down, we did the 4-play SP70s wrapped in Toyo Open Country MTs on 35. We did the Zone 5-inch lift. We also blacked out all the emblems and the AT4 badging around. We put AMP Research retractable steps on it. This thing is bad. We also did this 2020 2500 AT4 Pacific Blue. We did the paint to match emblems with the red surrounds to match the red hooks. We also vinyled the fender flares to give it that sleek look, and also wrapped this one in Toyo Open Country MT 35s. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and check out 662customs.com.
with our excellent sponsor, 662 Customs. Those trucks are sweet. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful trucks over there. Custom design. Just a great-looking vehicle.
Looks too good to drive, in my opinion.
I'd
be afraid to drive.
I'm not worthy of driving something that beautiful. 12 minutes here on the second quarter clock. Siplin this time with an empty set. Sajel Hickson in the slot. 3 receivers on this side. Siplin looks, throws it out there. Very good coverage, but breaking a tackle out there is Zorian Gathers, and that's just a great throw. Very well covered.
It was a good throw and kind of a scary throw. There's a lot of orange over there, but Zorian's able to make the catch and pick up a couple.
3rd and 6. Slot receiver uncovered at the moment. That is number 14, which is Elzavian Houston in the slot. Quay Smith out here. Now he looks and he throws it to Houston in the slot. And he's going to be short of the first down. He tried to shake a tackle instead of going north and south, east and west actually here in high school football, but comes up short of the first down mark.
And that's I think the hardest thing to tell these young men is, when you're trying to get a first down, the important thing is just to pick up as many yards as you can and not really worry about breaking tackles right now.
Siplin awaits. He's got Sajel Hickson in the backfield with him. Interesting call here from your own 34-yard line. Hands it to Hickson, running hard, got a big crease, and he stumbles forward to the 48-yard line.
I tell you what, I love Sajel Hickson, but that was a very risky call. I mean, you've got Orange right there. They have an opportunity to try to make a tackle, but they just couldn't do it.
Tiger 47.
Sajel with just another great run. A little confusion over here on the defensive side of the ball. Siplin looks, and he's going to be sacked back there at the 40-yard line. Coming up there is number 54, which is Damarian Murray. That's that big 300-pounder. 10-yard, we'll call it 9-yard loss on the play.
Well, yeah, Eli Thompson, he comes off the edge just unblocked. Big time missed assignment there.
That's there was a lot of confusion on the defensive side, 7 yards on the play. Lots of confusion in the Southeast defensive, the way they lined up, and it worked out for them. Sometimes you can be in the
right place at the wrong time.
That's correct. And now there's a exchange problem. It's gathered there by Siplin. A fortunate break for the Tigers brings up a 3rd and long.
Really lucky, Brian, because we got 2 Palmetto players. We got 5 orange jerseys around that ball, and Josh is able to get in there and recover it. But we were very fortunate to get that ball back.
So that brings up a 3rd and long. We're going to call it about 10. Let's see, about 27 yards, we'll say, from here. Now there is timeout by the Palmetto Tigers. That'll be the first timeout of the game.
I think that's a good timeout by Coach Marino. Kind of regroup here. We're not expecting to pick up 20-plus yards for a first down, but we can't afford to give anything either. So we want to make sure everybody's on the same page, and we can pick up 10 yards here, get off a good punt, pin them back on their side of the field, let the defense come out and do their thing.
And it's one of those plays, if Southeast comes up with an aggressive front, you've got Siplin there. He's got he had a 54-yard punt out of the quick kick formation. So if you get the safeties and everybody up pressed near the line of scrimmage, I don't expect the Tigers to do that, but it's on the shelf. It's available.
And that's one thing we haven't really seen Josh take off and run too much tonight either. He hasn't really had to. But on something like this, if he doesn't see what he's looking for, it looks like they're going to pass this thing.
Well, he goes in an empty set, which could be a quarterback draw here. Siplin looks and he rolls to his right, and he throws a nice pass, and it's tipped up in the air forever. Incomplete pass. So it's going to bring up a punting situation for the
He caught that pass, boys. He tipped it up in the air, flipped around, and caught it.
That's incredible. We'll have to pick that up on the Arctic Air replay here.
It is really incredible.
Check this out.
Tigers.
Wow. That
Back to catch the punt for
is incredible.
Southeast is Chestnut.
Chestnut goes back to field this one. Gavin awaits. High snap, and it's through his hands. And he makes a guy miss, and picked up by Sajel Hickson, looking for a crease. And, comes up near the original line of scrimmage there, but turnover on downs there. Ball will be at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, high snap, and Robert just can't bring it down. But, I know it's not great field position, but it could have been a heck of a lot worse. So we're lucky to get it back there to the 45.
Speaking of luck, our best player catches the ball and makes a run for it, and then Southeast's best player, number 4, just happens to be the guy on that same side. So.
Well, athletes are always going to find the ball and the ball carrier.
Ain't that the truth?
Right.
Yeah, that was Isaiah Pettiford. And what a game he's having tonight. He has shown up ready to play these Tigers tonight. Huggins has 2 backs there with him in the backfield. This time he looks and he throws a nice rip of a throw. Good route by the receiver, coming up with a clean catch, and he's got a
number 9, Calvin Clark. Great throw and a great catch. Goes up and gets it.
Clark is complete.
And another perfect looking reception. We went up there, caught it with his hands, and just 1 yard to go for the first down here for the Seminoles. Huggins hands it off. Ormsby's there, and really didn't see much of a gain on that play. So that's going to bring up a loss of about a yard on the play.
Yeah, this is a really big series for the Palmetto defense. If they can keep 6 points off the scoreboard, because this is really going to be a challenge for them. And this is a very athletic offense, and you can see that Huggins is finding his rhythm.
Huggins looks for Chestnut, and he turns, throws it out there, incomplete pass. Simpson in good coverage over there, and out there was number 9, Calvin Clark.
Yeah, you can thank Cedric Augustin for that, because he was putting pressure on Malik Huggins, and he had to throw that ball a little earlier than he wanted to, and that was just great pressure by Cedric on that, coming off that edge from that DM position.
Yeah, I think that was his second choice as far as receiver. Did a great job over there, and they're setting up a punting formation here. This is really a good.
It's a good job by that defense, Brian. It really was. I mean, this is something that they could have easily gained some momentum over.
You got to go punt safe on this, because they're on this side of the field, punting formation. And now there's going to be a timeout Southeast. So I think what you'll see, they looked over the formation, see if Palmetto was not in, if they had something favorable, going to go and go for the fake punt on this play. We'll probably see the offense come out here after the timeout.
Yeah, they got to be thinking fake punt, or they got to be thinking that they can go for it at this area of the field.
Yes.
And not give us an opportunity. You can always flip the field, but their operation of their punt team has not been very good tonight. So
yeah, really a good timeout. Troy, they had a good chance to look over the Palmetto punt coverage to see if there was anything easy, take advantage of with a fake, and really just a good timeout there by the coaching staff at Southeast High. They're going to put the offensive team out there.
Guys, last week when we saw that score, the Braden River score, we were all wondering what was going on, but seeing them play, they're better than their record shows. Obviously, they got a lot of talent on the field.
Yep. So here he goes, and great play. And really, initially, it was Ormsby that blew that play up, and then coming over to clean up
Augustin.
Yeah,
great job by that defense to once again come up with a big stop. You think they're going to punt? You punt the ball. You're back out there. You got to make it stop.
Yeah, and mark that one on the clock. That's a big, critical, could be a turning point in this game. 6 minutes and 59 seconds on the clock. Palmetto Tigers will have this one. 1st and 10 from the 39 with here in the second quarter.
Need that offense to take advantage of this, Brian, and put some points on the board. That was a rough series we had
And Hickson in the backfield for the Tigers.
last time out, but we've got to put it together here.
Rutledge is over here wide. This time they look, throw it in the middle of the field behind the receiver, and that was intended for Quay Smith. Incomplete
And
pass.
Quay got hit hard on his side as he's trying to lean back and catch that ball.
Intended there for
Josh is throwing the ball a little high, and they're having to reach up and grab that. It's not hitting them in the chest where they can secure it right away. He's having to pull that down, and by that time, who else but number 4 comes in and makes a big stick.
Yeah, you're right. And we're not really seeing great separation here yet anyway with the receivers. I mean, the linebackers and the DBs are right on these receivers. They don't have time to really do much but secure the ball and go down.
Look at this 3-man front here. It's like the old. Look at that. That is what you want to hit. There it is. There it is.
That's what you do to that.
Zorian, he's incomplete
wow.
pass.
I was going to say, what do you do when you see that? You go deep. You're going to have man-to-man coverage. You're not going to have any safety help. We just could not make the play, but great. Really good throw by Josh. Right in his hands.
Dual safeties out there. They ended up having kind of a cover 2 look, and he throws it to the what they call the turkey hole, which is away from the safety and to the outside receiver. A great route and a nice throw, and unable to make the catch was Gathers there. Oh, look at the left side of the field here. Siplin looks, and he throws it out there, and it's going to be caught by Benson at the 40-yard line.
He caught that. What an outstanding catch by number 15, Cleve Benson.
And
That was awesome.
And a great read by Siplin. They overloaded that other side of the formation, slipped Siplin.
And he saw what you saw.
Yeah,
that was.
he saw it. And then a great catch by Benson. Fakes it, throws the ball's tip in the air and incomplete. So great job by the big defensive lineman there, getting the paw up there, breaking that one down. That was number 52, which is Jordan Taylor, the big senior.
It looked like he was trying to get off a little quick pass to Sagel. He was right in the middle there, but good job there by the Southeast defense. Get your hands up, right? Get them up, and you can't get to them, get at them.
I like it. Now we have Zorian Gathers on this side of the formation. Quay Smith far over there with trips, and Benson gets the ball, driving stiff arm. Great move, and he gets to the 35-yard line.
Really nice power run at the very end by Benson to pick up a couple more yards.
the tackle on Benson.
And what you see on Benson, he's not the biggest back, but he has tremendous thighs. He's, very strong with his legs. I bet you he can squat the house with any universal machine that you have in the weight room there. He's got just hammers for thighs. 5:40 on the clock. Sagel Hickson in the backfield with Siplin. Benson now goes out as a slot receiver out there in the trips formation. Handoff to Hickson. Big hole. He breaks it. He's at the 20. And he is all the way down to the 10-yard line. Great play call.
So number 11, Martinez, the linebacker, is able to come over there and makes a really good play on Sagel at the end to keep him out of the end zone. That's pretty good speed by that young man.
And really heads-up play by Gathers not to pick up a block in the back there. So great run by Hickson. Now we have stoppage. Another timeout. Southeast, that's their second.
We only have 5:20 left here in the first half, Brian.
Timeout. Their second.
Coach actually didn't see something that he liked. Or
that's a great job by the Palmetto coaching staff to get the team up on the line quickly and force that timeout. Going back to that third down play where Josh floated that ball out, there's a lot of pressure coming off that left side. And we talk about his maturity and his growth. And Coach Brazelton talked last week about getting him more snaps. What a great thing to be able to fall backwards and put just enough air. You put too much, obviously it's a pick six. He put just enough air in there for his player to have a chance and no one else. That's a great mature play on his part, and obviously extended this drive.
Yeah, very good. And Troy's is working feverishly on some halftime statistics here. They're rolling up at the next break before the halftime. We're going to get some of those statistics to you. But having a good game out there defensively for Southeast. Isaiah Pettifair is having a fabulous game. And there's a great move by Sajel Hickson. Jump cut and great play there by, looked like a linebacker in there running extremely fast.
I think that was that Khalid Thomas.
Yeah, Khalid Thomas Gassinder.
There you go.
Thomas Gassinder for the Seminoles.
So ball is spotted at the 5-yard line for the Tigers. Second and goal.
And once again, they got some serious speed on that defensive side, so you're not going to run away from them very often.
Zorian gathers out there wide to the right. Out here, we have number 80, Zakiji Rutledge. This time it's going to be Siplin. Keeps it, lowers his head, and he drives toward the goal line. He's going to be short, but it's going to bring up a third and about a yard.
That was a good decisive run. He just put his shoulders down and tried to pick up as much as he could. I mean,
2-yard line, setting up third down.
Good job by the Seminole defense to keep him out of the end zone. It's a battle, Brian.
Seminoles defense cranked up.
Nothing easy.
And Troy just mentioned that I thought I had seen Wester slip into the backfield on one of these other plays.
He's in there now.
He's in there now.
Yeah, they got a heavy jumbo package in. Jordan Renaud and number 50 is that Riley Jackson in there as well.
So there's a run with Sajel Hickson, lowers his head, drives forward, and he's going to be spotted just shy of the goal line. So it's going to be 4th and inches here.
Coach Moreno has a decision to make. What do you think? Think he goes for it here?
Yeah, let him come out. They can get 99 yards on you.
For the Tigers
I would absolutely run this one.
Hey, this is best man wins right here.
You've seen on the interior of the Southeast defensive line, they've got some really big ones in the middle. Kaiwan Smith is out there for the Tigers, number 52. And here it is. Siplin hands the ball to Hickson, and he is stonewalled there. And that is a big stop by the Seminoles here with 3 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock. They went right at the power of the formation there and loaded up some of the bigger players on the outside. Thought might go to the wide side of the field, but went right up to the middle. He's about inches short, so Southeast will have it here 99 yards away. So, Rick, that's the bad news. You had a big stop, but the good news is this. If you get that relentless pass rush that you've been seeing here, you can get holding for a safety. If the offensive linemen, are in their handed chairs, they're backing up and they're pass blocking back there, you can pick up a holding call in the end zone, which is going to be a safety.
Right.
You can sack the quarterback for a safety. So it's time for those Palmetto Tiger defenders to shine.
The big thing, though, you got to maintain gap integrity. We can't get too aggressive here and give Malik Huggins some room to break out of there. So you got to be smart.
Yeah, it looks like the ball is just about 6 inches off the goal line. And you got to get it all the way across the line coming out. Huggins lines up, hands it off the back. Oh, good tackle there.
We may have a safety.
He walked back out. He was about to call it, and he stepped right back out where he was at. So.
Okay, Tom, you got us. Looking right down the goal line, Tom.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Get set up and feed us this one.
That's the first time we've seen Malik go under center.
2nd and 10.
So really good defensive play there by the Tigers. And now the quarterback takes it in the shotgun. Got to have a clean snap here also. Zipper rolls up on the left side of the formation. Palmetto coming out with a heavy pressure. Wester creeping up from the A-gap, and here they come. Now he throws an out there, a complete pass for about a 2.5-yard gain. So gets a little bit of breathing room for a third and about 7.
Yeah, good job by Jamil Williams to make the tackle. And
6 yards, setting up a third
goodness,
down
that was a
and
6-yard gain on the play.
That was just a dart. That was a great pass by Huggins.
So brings up a 3rd and 4 here.
They're running out of time too, Brian. Got 1:55 left.
Yeah, clock is moving here. Seminoles, I believe, have 1 timeout in the pocket, so only 1 to burn on this drive, and they got a long way to go. Augustin. High snap. It's in the end zone, and it is down.
Touchdown
and
Tigers, boy. Touchdown Tigers.
Tigers recovery. Who got that
17.
one,
17.
All right. Yep, that's Cedric Augustin. Great call from the Arctic Air sideline report.
Wow. That's such a unique situation there because, we want to bring all that pressure, but then if somebody doesn't cover the receiver like that last pass, it was a little tight, that could be a 99-yard touchdown. So it's one of those high-risk, high-reward situations. Obviously, it rewarded us that time.
Touchdown for the Tiger defense.
So it'll be interesting coming out of this one on the direct kick option here. With the Seminoles punt with a free kick, or are they going to kick the ball off after coming out? But first of all, with the Tigers scoring here, it's all about the extra point here. 16-6, minute 32 on the clock. Alexis Ramirez. Smalley, the Seminoles are drawn offsides. So that's half the distance of the goal. Interesting call here. You've had a lot of shifting around with the kicking group here at the Palmetto Tigers. The coaches over there.
Don't be surprised if you don't see a fake.
Because of the situation with the kickers and now it being closer here, I would not be surprised. Let's see. 40. Alexis Ramirez awaits. There's the snap. It's down on the ground. Kick is up, and it is good. So your Palmetto Tigers.
Maybe not now, but later.
17-6 with a minute 32 on the clock.
Bad snap there, too, boys. That was a great hold. Got that ball back up, and a great job on the kicker. If that snap is off, it throws off your focus and everything. But for a young kicker like that to be patient and wait for the ball to be placed before he makes the kick, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that's twice that Josh has had to dig that thing out of the dirt. So he's doing it all tonight.
What you got there, Troy?
One of our viewers, Lori Moffitt, made a post here on the live feed, made a comment that was good to score before the half. And that is a great job. I mean, that's why you go for it down there on the goal line, because the worst-case scenario is you pin the offense against their own goal line, and there may be a mistake, and we saw that happen, and the defense scored another touchdown. I think every game we played that we scored a defensive touchdown or had some sort of big defense.
That's true. That's true. So great call there. Thanks very much. Lori Moffitt is one of the regulars here on Tiger Vision, along with our great ones like Thomas Bell and Thomas Bell Jr. I think Thomas Bell Jr., Thomas Bell Sr.'s out in Spokane watching those Tigers. I think Jr.'s coaching up those Palmetto Eagles, those youngsters here in Palmetto. Now Ramirez approaches, get a kick out, a good service from our friends at DeVito's Auto, a driving kick, nice kick, and it's going to be driven into the end zone for the touchback.
That was really nice.
Huge play.
Alexis Ramirez goes.
What a momentum shift that is, versus a 30-yard return, catching on the 10 and running back 20 more yards. That's a great kick.
No, it really is, because we've been struggling a little bit on the kickoff team and trying to pin them back as much as we can. So this will be the worst starting position that Southeast has had tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't see any flags around here, but it's pretty breezy out here, and all the other kickoffs were the other direction. So maybe he got a little help with that wind. You can see this flag down here.
Yeah, you see the American flag behind you there, Tom. You're exactly right.
There you go.
And as Troy's pointing out to me over here, with 2 timeouts, Palmetto has 2 timeouts, Southeast really needs to probably establish a little bit of a running game. 1 incomplete pass, and Palmetto's going to get the ball back here. Here's the pass. He rolls to his right. Great pressure. Oh, no. And he is tackled by Jordan Renard back there.
Well, I know that was close, but Jordan was being held as well. You'll see it right here as he's being held right there. He still gets off. That may not be a horse collar, but it's a pony collar. It's close.
So that's a minute and 7 on the clock now. Huge sack.
Jordan looked like a maverick, didn't he?
Yeah, he's 6'3", 255 or 235 pounds, sophomore. Goodness. Yep. Oh, really good tackle there. A slingshot. If the coaches are going to grab a timeout there.
Jordan Renard again, number 9.
Yeah, Jordan Renard.
Back-to-back plays.
Got to get a timeout. Clock still continues to wind here. 32 seconds.
They called it a little bit late, but they got it.
He was tackled for.
So that's Palmetto Tigers' second timeout of the first half. Well, you know what we're going to do coming out of halftime, we're going to go directly into our halftime show, and then we're going to come up with Troy Bellamy with statistics after that. I think we're going to have a lot of things to cover during the Richardson Stenton halftime show and get Troy there.
So let's talk about Troy for a minute. Troy is our go-to guy. So Troy, he's doing stats. If we need him, he's on the sideline. He's up here in the booth as well. He's talking. He's a lot brighter than you and I, because we can't talk and calculate. we can't do that.
Well, he's not ciphering, as Jethro Bodine would say. He's not ciphering without a pencil, though. He's got a spreadsheet. I believe he's working a spreadsheet up here tonight.
Yeah,
I let the computer do all the work.
Breaking news, boys. My phone's blowing up. Bucks just signed Antonio Brown.
Hey, you know what?
News.
Troy broke that to us an hour ago.
Yeah,
that's another thing Troy Bellamy does.
It's my Cricket Wireless.
32 seconds on the clock. This is a big one here. Palmetto Tigers, Malik Huggins looks, and he's going to keep it, and he's trying to get that sideline, and he gets out of bounds, and
he's
very
close. He's going to be right at it. If
he got it.
He got it.
Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
He's short.
Yeah, that's he's about a yard and a half, 2 yards short. Oh, 10.
He's about 11 yards short, boys.
Right.
Wrong pole.
Yeah.
Of about 8 and sets up a 4th and.
It looked a lot closer from this angle. But we're going to get this ball back with about 20 seconds, depending on what happens when we receive it. But
now
and we get the ball after halftime.
Maybe we can get a bad snap again right here, guys.
That's what I was thinking.
You got all that white. He just moves.
And
that's a hold.
And that ball is going to go down at the 40. So 17 seconds. The clock still is running here. 15 seconds.
So, just like Tom mentioned earlier, so if we can just pick up, if we can pick up about 15, we've got that win behind us. Give them a chance to kick a field goal before we go in at the end of the half here, and you never know.
So when you get it down there, you got to add 17 yards to the mark. We've seen the kicker. I've seen him kick it from 45 yards in practice, but let's say a 40-yard field goal. So we need to get down to about the what, Tom?
Well, I'm actually trying to run down here and talk to Coach Stevenson about his range real quick here.
Okay, so it'd be about I'd say if we can get the ball down to about the 23 down there, would be able to get an attempt at a field goal. Siplin looks, and he's got a receiver out there, and
almost
incomplete pass. Pretty good coverage over there.
Yeah,
really.
I like the way that Quay went up. I mean, he did everything he could, and
extremely well by
the DB was in great position.
Coach Stevenson said he feels like the kicker would be comfortable if we can get the ball to the 25. So just pick up 15 yards here, and we can do that. Obviously,
Okay.
A little slant.
Down to the 25. So that would make that a 42-yard field goal. So 9 seconds on the clock.
We still have a timeout left, I believe, correct?
Yes, one timeout
we got
left.
one left.
And that's a timeout southeast, so that should be their third timeout of the half.
It's over 9 seconds ago.
Doesn't matter.
They're I'm sure coach is telling them to, number one, don't give up the big play. Don't let anybody behind you. I think he'd be okay with a field goal attempt here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then I would, on the wing of the field goal protection group, I would put Jaquez Hughes out there in case of a blocked kick. First you have to get in the first down here and get in field goal range. But then you really need to have one of the speedy ones out there on the edge in case there's a low kick. Right. You got a soccer player out there, with lots of soccer experience. Those guys kick the ball low. And so that's one thing that you would have to that's the only worry in the field goal situation. How about this? Just dial it up, throw it in the end zone, let's get 6. Because we've seen Siplin's arm strength. He can throw it about 60 yards.
He's smooth, very smooth.
Siplin drops back, rolls to his right, throws it out of bounds. That may be intentional grounding over there because he was not outside of the.
Falls incomplete.
So he's just outside of the hash. Pass falls incomplete. Now this is going to be Big Ben and a toss into the end zone. Troy, what you got? What are you going to dial up on this play?
Hey, we just got to take a shot at the end zone and see if we can make something happen. Perhaps get an interference call. Perhaps get a big play. They're not playing prevent, so they're playing just a little bit back off the guy, so maybe somebody can run by somebody.
Yeah, and you either go Big Ben or you put Zorian
I want
Gathers.
A wheelhouse.
What you want?
A wheelhouse route. I just want.
Oh yeah, you like the wheel route?
Right now.
All right, I got you. Zorian, he looks over now. He throws to the left side of the formation, and it's tipped up and it's picked off.
Nobody here.
He's not gonna make it the whole way. He's at the 50.
Got a penalty on the field, boys. It's coming back no matter what.
Yeah, and back there is Benson with a tackle.
I don't even care because Benson made a great tackle right there.
Yeah, really. Believe that was picked up by number 2, and that's Zion Bellamy Bay.
Flag or not, Cleve Benson made a great tackle right there.
Yeah, I had faith in him back there. I saw some athletes back on this side of the field, but he did have a lot of blockers out in front, didn't he?
Yeah, Bellamy Bay, we share the namesake. I know his dad, and he's being heavily recruited by a lot of schools as a cornerback, so he's showing his wares tonight.
That ball came out of his hand pretty wobbly right from the very beginning, so that wasn't a great pass by Josh. But I'm going to tell you guys, which is typical in a Palmetto Southeast game, there's a lot of jawing going on the sidelines, and between the players, coaches, everybody on both sides is getting fired up. So hopefully we can get this thing under control and have a clean second half.
All right, at the halftime break, the Palmetto Tigers lead this one 17-6.
Dude, isn't your mom here? Bro, don't worry about her, man. She's cool. It's Dakota's mom.
I don't even want to know what they're doing downstairs. All I know is they're here and they're safe.
You guys, it's the cops!
Did you know hosting a party with underage drinkers is a crime? You could face a $1,000 fine and up to a year in jail. Get the facts at drugfreemanatee.org.
It's a record of accomplishment few can match. Vern Buchanan is rated one of the most effective and bipartisan members of Congress. 22 bills signed into law under 3 presidents from both parties. Bills protecting veterans, strengthening Medicare, safeguarding the environment, even preventing cruelty to animals. No matter the issue or the odds, Vern Buchanan gets the job done for Florida and America.
I'm Vern Buchanan, and I approve this message.
Did you know that you can purchase a new vehicle online without ever having to step foot in the dealership? Using our new Shop Click Drive tool, you can search for your next vehicle from the comfort of your home or office. Select your purchase method and customize your payments. Value your trade-in, submit your deal, and boom, have your new vehicle delivered to you by a product specialist in just a few hours. It's as simple as that. Visit ConleyBuickGMC.com to learn more about our new Shop Click Drive tool. Conley Buick GMC, where we treat you like family.
Hey fans, this is Bill Britt, your Palmetto Booster Club president, and I am here with Coach Dave Marino with the opportunity to talk a little bit about Palmetto football. And Dave, I am so happy that you are back in the saddle again after a little bit of a layoff.
And, I couldn't be more happy, Bill.
I know that you're
It's been
excited.
difficult. It's been difficult.
And for most of our fans, they probably don't realize that you have been working diligently during practice time, just like you would in the regular part of the season under normal circumstances. And so it's not like you haven't been around the team. But obviously going into the game this week and going forward, there's going to be a little bit of a spring in your step as you get back to the sideline. So tell me, thus far, people want to know, what is your assessment of the team this year, and, where are we from a progress standpoint?
Well, first of all, our assistant coaches have done an outstanding job. Matt Brazelton's been with me. He was a player of mine at Southeast, and he's been coaching with me now for 9 years. And so, he, along with Ty Stolt and a lot of our veteran coaches, Greg Walls, we felt like we were in good shape. I had all the confidence in the world that he would be able to, make those game time decisions. But in the same sense, I don't want to gloss over the fact that, we did lose a lot of our coaches from last year, a lot of our veteran coaches, and, Pat Cucci, our defensive coordinator, and Steve Cucci, our offensive line coach. So, they were put into a position that was very difficult, and they've handled it outstanding. So hats off to them. Thank you so much to them for that game day, and game time management, and they did a great job.
Yes, I think that for the most part, all of our fans would agree. The coaching staff has done a great job bringing this young team along in your absence, and without the benefit of having the spring practices that we normally would have. So we are definitely seeing progress week to week with this football team,
Absolutely.
Which has to be gratifying. And, obviously we're building to trying to peak as we go into the playoffs. So talk about a little bit about when you have a young team, the difference is last year we had a veteran crew. They did a great job, but now you guys are doing more of the real teaching and mentoring for the young guys. How have they responded, as we go along in this season?
I can't say enough about our kids and the resilience they've shown, because first of all, dealing with COVID has been a challenge in and of itself. And when you talk about a new quarterback, new receivers, 4 new receivers that didn't have the opportunity to have spring football, and more important, to have the 7-on-7 leagues that we participate in every summer. You're talking about when you go to a 7-on-7 tournament, you're probably getting 7 to 8 games every weekend, and then you have games throughout the week. So, missing all those reps have been very challenging for our kids, but the way they've handled it, and every day you see Josh in every game, but I get to see him every day, every day, in every series, he's just getting better and better. He's making better reads, his accuracy's better, he's keeping his eyes downfield, and you're seeing it on Friday nights on TigerVision, and like I said, so to watch them progress the way they have, I was just talking to, Brian about that. We only had 2 drops last week, whereas if you compare that to week 1 when, we had 6 drops. That's the reps that we missed out on due to COVID and the limitations we had over the summer. So, again, couldn't be more happy and proud of these kids the way they've handled it, because, we try to teach values that are going to take you in life. And everybody, all of us have to deal with adversity. But the adversities that these kids have had to deal with is just, it's amazing the way they've handled it.
I would agree, and I go back to Suncoast Media Day when we were interviewing the coaches and players from all the teams in our area, and we commented about the competitiveness of our district. Last year, all of the teams virtually in our district made the playoffs.
Yes.
And everybody brought back veteran teams. So week in, week out, our kids are getting tested by players and teams who have a lot of experience as well as talent. Now, obviously, we're going into the Southeast game this coming week, and that's a big rival for Palmetto. And I know that we've had our way with them in the last few years, so I know that they're going to really be pretty. What do you do in preparation for a game like this when you've handled a team? You don't want your players to think, we're just going to show up and go through the motions? How do they respond to that?
Well, again, our approach as a team and our culture, we always push our kids to be great every day, and we expect them to do their best every day. And our motto is we respect everyone, but we fear no one. And we want them to be confident, but we never want them to be overconfident. And, you mentioned experience. Southeast has 25 seniors on their team. And that pales in comparison to the 17 seniors that we have. And out of those 17 seniors, so many of them are playing varsity football for the first time. So, again, you talk about Braden Rivers' experience. I want to say they had 22 or 24 starters back from last year's team. And Manatee is very similar. So, our kids know they're up for a challenge this week because, we're going on the road into a tradition-rich environment where the kids really believe in their program and the pride of the east side of Bradenton. So our kids know what they're up against. They're up against a senior-laden team that's got a lot of pride, and you saw that last week against Braden River when they barely lost 20-17.
Yes, I can say personally, having seen the kids practice, that I've noticed the great attitude that they have. They don't get too down on the mistakes. They are working hard, as you've pointed that out, and that's something that you just really can't put a price on.
Yeah.
Young men's attitudes, and they've done a great job. So as we go forward, Dave, we're talking about getting close to the playoff time. So talk about how the system works with the playoffs a little bit. This is something that maybe the casual fan or observer doesn't understand, but we already have some pre-designated playoff games. Can you talk a little bit about how this is going to work going forward?
Well, as in life, you could look at the glass as half empty or half full. And, a lot of people, felt like we got a raw deal or a bad luck of the draw, because that's what it was. It was all a luck of the draw this year. They just basically drew names out of hats, and that's how they seeded you. And then they had the teams that had to have a play-in game. And so, a lot of our fans and a lot of our people felt like, okay, we were a semifinalist last year. Why do we have to go play a play-in game? Shouldn't we get a better seed? But I looked at it as, we didn't have a game. St. Pete High was our last game of the season on November 6th, and they chose not to play us. And so, I looked at it as we were going to have to travel to St. Pete High, whereas now with this play-in game, we get to play that play-in game home. So I look at it as a blessing. Thank you, God, the way the thing, played out. Because again, we get the benefit of having an extra home game that we weren't going to have to finish out the season, and so we're looking forward to that, to give our kids a chance to play in front of their home fans one more time, and it's important for the seniors. And so, and then the way the brackets play out, if we were to win in the second round, the next round, we would get another home playoff game. So, there's other teams that I believe got a worse luck of the draw. So I looked at it as it was a blessing in disguise, and it was a great thing for us. So we're excited to get that extra home game.
So for our fans, this is good news. We are going to host some home playoff games. So what we weren't able to do in the regular season, we'll be able to do in the playoffs. And has anything been determined past the first two rounds, or is that going to happen at a later date? No, it's the brackets are set. So yeah, there's a chance that if you win the first one that's home, we would have to go on the road to Brandon the second week, and then if you win that one, then you'd get to come home. So there's opportunities to continue to play home, just depending upon how well we play and how long we last in the playoffs. All right. Well, listen, it's great having you back and back on the sidelines. It's great to be back. And we're excited about the remainder of the season and going into the playoffs. So I hope that this gave our fans a little glimpse into what we have for the future of this year. And, Coach, I'll see you on the sidelines. Looking forward to this week's game. Thank you, brother. That's all for now.
Hey, this is Casey Scott, husband, father, artist, golfer, diver, fisherman, lover of life and family. passionate about protecting our world's resources and capturing its beauty through my artwork. Although I live in Palm Beach, Florida, I buy my vehicles from Conley Buick GMC in Bradenton because they are passionate about protecting our environment and providing you with a great buying experience. They absolutely do treat you like family.
Hi, my name is Heather, and I bought my Crosstrek here at Conley Subaru. The eyesight feature in it saved my life. So I was driving down 41, a car pulled out and ended up causing an accident. Fortunately, my Subaru with eyesight helped save my life by braking and even slightly turning the vehicle as I was going through this. I love my Crosstrek. I hope you buy your car here at Conley Subaru, where they really do treat you like family.
Hey guys, it's Alan Conley from Conley Buick GMC. Halftime's almost over, so make sure you stay tuned. Go Tigers!
We are live here at Southeast High School. A minute and 50 before kickoff here. Troy, do you got some halftime statistics for us?
The game on offense. We have a total of 218 yards of offense today, 125 through the air and 93 on the ground, compared to Southeast's total of offense of 61 yards. Most of that coming on that one big play where they got the touchdown from Thomas. Josh Siplin right now is 8 for 14 for 125 yards. He threw the one interception on the Hail Mary at the end of the half. No touchdowns. But Sajel Hickson has 71 yards on 8 carries. And Cleve Benson is providing a lot of balance. He's run the ball for 27 yards, and he's caught the ball for 34 yards. So he's done a really great job. Quay Smith had a big, long play early in the first quarter with a 55-yard pass reception. And we've had the benefit of good field position in the first half. So we'll see what happens here in the second half as we approach kickoff.
Thank you very much, Troy, and get a kick out of great service from our friends at DeVito's Auto. Just a delight of a time tonight. Coach Paul Meckley is up here doing public address. The field is named after him. Just an amazing experience here at Southeast High School. This ball is going to be fielded there, and it looks like that's going to be Benson. And Hughes has got it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Jaquez Hughes, he's at the 30, and he is tackled at the 22-yard line. Great speed over there. A little bit of an angle, but great speed by Galen Washington. But look at this as the play unfolds here. Jaquez Hughes gets it. Looks inside first. Breaks a tackle. Gets a great block there by Sajel Hickson. And he's off to the races. And really good play there by number 8 there for Southeast, Galen Washington, to keep that one from going for 6. Great start for the Tigers, though. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 14-yard line for those Tigers. Keiji Rutledge is out here wide, but this time Siplin looks and he throws it out route out there, and he had Rutledge. Ball's off his fingertips, incomplete pass.
I'm not so sure. I think that Trey Williams got maybe a fingertip on that DB.
Trey Williams, second down.
Yeah, he did. Looked like by his reaction, he's pretty excited about the play.
Yeah, he definitely did. It was a great play on his behalf. Just barely got it, just a tip of a finger to get it all the way.
Good call, Tom. You set up for us down there?
I am. I'm right here on about the 7-yard line.
All right, Tom. 11:41. They've got the band is playing the war chant here. Siplin keeps it, and he goes for no gain on the play. So it's going to bring up it's going to be a 3rd and long.
You know, that young man that ran down the kickoff return there, I believe that might be Greg Washington's son. I'm not sure.
It is.
Yeah. So I've been hearing about him a lot at work, and Greg's proud of him and says that he's come a long way, and he's part of that group. You know, we got this group of seniors at Southeast. They've been together since they were sophomores, so they're expecting a lot out of them this year. So that was a great play by that young man.
Yeah, that is Galen Washington. He had a little bit of an angle, but that was sprinter on sprinter, and a great touchdown-saving tackle. Siplin, now he throws the seam in there. Great route there, and in for 6 is Zorian Geathers.
Zorian really ran a great route, like you said, Brian, in good hands and an awesome throw by Josh to hit him in stride right here.
Tiger completion and a touchdown.
And that was big because you want to come away with a touchdown. Jaquez gives you a gift. You want to take advantage of it.
You know, we've been waiting for 11 to really hit his stride, and they put that ball right where it needed to be, and you see the basketball player in him, how smooth he was running through that defense there. You know, it's great that he got that opportunity.
Ramirez awaits. Good snap. Good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 10:48 on the clock, the Palmetto Tigers lead this one 24-6.
Yeah, Brian, that's what we were hoping for. We knew we were going to get the ball back in the start of the second half. And to be able to pick up 7 is really huge right now because we know the athletes on the other side of the ball here. We just got to continue to be aggressive defensively and to shut them down. You know, Malik Huggins always worries me. He's always capable of breaking out a big play, and he can throw the ball as well, but the defense has just played superb up to this part.
You know what else worries me here? Timmons. It's a reflection of the coaching staff. He's not going to quit, and he's not going to lay down, and his teams are not going to quit. So, there is a ton of time on the clock. It's only 10 minutes and 48 seconds remain here in the 3rd quarter. So there's a ton of time on the clock. Palmetto Tigers lead this one 24-6. Get a kick out of good coverage with our friends at DeVito's Auto, located in Ellington. Really short, high kick. And it's going to be fielded there. He's Chestnut. He's got it and slips. Pretty good coverage there. And let's see who that was. That was Simpson there, Sheldrick Simpson. Really in good position. He gets credited for the tackle, but
yeah, there was some blocking in front of him as well. So that was a positive thing for us that he slipped.
Their first drive of the second half at their own 25-yard line.
Tell you what, and Augustine just took it. He was flipping it toward that was the kicking ball. Threw it from about midfield onto the track. Athlete playing defensive end there for the Tigers. Huggins looks, throws it out there. Nice route out there, and he dropped it. So intended out there for number 11.
Yeah, and the big cushion there.
Yeah.
The pass
so Sequel Martinez was out there. Nice. He ran a very crisp route. Incomplete pass. So it stops the clock with 10:39 here in the 3rd.
2nd down and 10 for the Knowles.
Knowles with a single back in the backfield. Now they bring Gavin Clark over in motion, Calvin Clark. And there is great pressure there by Ormsby. And really they were trying to look like a middle screen, but Ormsby was just back in the backfield too fast.
Yeah, Augustine was back there too. And
it's just
no
crazy.
Chance for that play to develop.
That's one of those you let them go through and then you throw the middle screen behind them, but they got through so fast. Couldn't even get the ball out of there. 3rd and 10 for the Seminoles. 10:34 on the clock.
25.
Good-looking coverage over here, and Jamel Williams, number 6, is guarding the slot receiver. He's a running back, plays a little DB out there for the Tigers. they throw the slip screen out there, and Renard was being held. No call, but that one goes for only about 5 yards, so it brings up a punting situation.
Yeah, another really good job by the Tiger defense to
Screen pass to Thomas.
not get too carried away, get too aggressive, and
The tackle was made after.
Really, the play,
there was nowhere for that play to go.
Really, the play by Renard.
That set it all up.
They were basically he was on it, and got early penetration. He was dropping back and was being held and still making plays out there.
Gonzalez Herrera.
L.J. Hewitt is over here, going to try to slow down the gunner. The ball is going to be fired back there, kicked to Jaquez Hughes. Snaps another high snap. Oh, Sheldrick Simpson nearly with a block.
So close.
That one's going to
Tiger bounce back.
Check up, and we'll be down at the 47.
You know, guys, we're not getting a hand on that ball, but his punts have dramatically shortened from what he was doing early in the game. So that pressure is getting at least in his head.
You know, Tom, you're coming in so loudly and clearly tonight. I was thinking, you know, I know you walked around the whole football field, and I was thinking about how great Nick Batchelder has you set up with the sound system here. And I was thinking, you know, the field is 53 1/3 yards across, and with the end zone, that's 120 yards. So, how many square footage are you covering there, Tom?
Including the end zones?
Including the end zones, yes, sir.
Not sidelines, just the end zones.
Just the end zone.
50 times 6, carry the one. I don't know. 57,600. I'm going to go with.
That's exactly right, Tom. And so now Siplin keeps it, runs forward, and he picks up a gain of about 3 on the play.
Channeling my inner Kenny. That's what that was.
Man, that was impressive. That's, you know, that shows when you have that head that, you know, it's size 9 there, and you have to get the fitted head.
There's a lot of information in there.
There's a lot of room up there to handle a lot of information up there, Tom. 9:14 on the clock. Siplin, he's got Benson in the backfield. 3 receivers out wide right, 1 single out here. Zorian Gathers to the left. Benson gets it and plunges forward for a slight gain on the play, gain of about half a yard. So that's going to bring up about a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, since the first quarter, the Southeast defense has really been a lot better clogging up the middle than they were at the beginning of the game.
They're good. You know, they come in with not a winning record. They come in here 1-4. That's that play again, and snap back to Sagel Hickson. This time he finds a crease. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Gets a block and goes out of bounds eventually. Never tackled, but out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
That play fooled me, I'm not going to lie. I was looking at Josh.
You know, Troy's I know Troy watches Florida State. That was like the fooler from Pascagoula. You know, on the old fake punt there with Florida State.
A good block by Zorian right there. Love to see that.
Little Ruski. Troy says little Ruski action. Yeah, that was clever. And that's worked twice for the Tigers tonight. Siplin now has Benson in the backfield. Boy, nice running with low leverage as Benson.
Still going, Brian.
Grind him out. And he finally is tackled at the 6.
I hope you guys can see this on the replay because number 12 laid a lick on the running back, and it didn't even phase him. I mean, he laid a lick on him, and he just bounced right off of it.
Yeah, so coming up was Greg Gibson with a big hit, but Benson just kept going, driving forward. Boy, there's a lot of Gibson playing ball in Manatee County. You know that? That's another one of those names. Siplin now looks, fakes it, slant, and he's got a wide open receiver, Sagel.
That's Sagel Hickson coming out of the slot position. That really is the beauty about, you know, having Benson on the team and all the great running that he's done. That they'll line Sagel up in that slot position, and you know he's got great hands.
Yeah, I've noticed over the years, this is one of the great things about TigerVision as presented by Conley Buick GMC. One thing we get is a lot of film out here, and Sagel Hickson, the running back, is a devastating receiver.
Ramirez to attempt the point after.
Max Logan with a snap. Good hold by Siplin. The kick is up, and it is good. So now with 7:25 here in the third quarter, Palmetto Tigers lead this one 31-6.
Yeah, really big, Brian, to be able to come out here and put touchdowns on the board your first two series of the second half. Get a nice little spread here, kind of breaking this game open, and let the defense just continue to do what they do. And
yeah, just we're getting a lot. I just got a text message from brother DJ, just saying I love the trick play there, and so DJ is in the house. DJ's watching the game on TigerVision, presented by Conley Buick, back in Palmetto tonight.
So let me ask you, is that something that we have seen at all this year? I don't remember seeing that play. Do you?
We've seen it twice tonight, but we did it
Prior
one time last year, and we got a timeout called by the opposition as we went for a first down last year in a game. I remember seeing that also. Get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto. Very short kick, and it's high, and it's going to be fielded there, and he's running toward the sideline. Look at that tackle. That is Jamal.
That's
Jamal Williams. You saw him out there playing cornerback, where he's actually playing safety out there. Covered the slot. He's a running back, and he is doing it on special teams tonight. Jamal Williams, let's see. He is a sophomore, 5'11", 180. Running back, DB. Troy, you know a little bit something about Jamal, right?
Yeah, Jamal's a great young man. I think he's going to be a heck of a running back. At Lincoln, he played running back, and he was virtually unstoppable. Very tough kid. Glad to have him back as a Tiger.
I've heard he may be sniffing around at quarterback as well.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Sheldrick Simpson's out here covering over here. He's been great tonight. And this time, Higgins, there's that play again. And what they did, they got the flow going and goes for another big gainer, first down on the play. So Huggins takes that one and he hands it over there to Brian Davis, the senior.
That really is the only successful play that they've had all night. One goes for a touchdown, that goes for a big gain, but other than that one play, they haven't been able to find much.
And here's Jordan Simpson for the Tigers out there guarding the slot, peels off of that and really did a pretty decent job. And the play goes for 7 or 8 yards completed to Clark. But,
7 yards.
Huggins looks really nice throwing this route, throws it with a lot of pace, a lot of arm talent out there.
And he's under pressure quite a bit, so it's even more impressive.
Gabe McDuffie's over there at defensive end for the Tigers. Oh, great job of staying home by Gabe. And then in the middle of the field, there's Jordan Renard. And also coming up to make a play there is number 27 for the Tiger, Jacob Milligan, the 6-foot, 180-pound junior defensive back.
McDuffie makes that play. He pushes that play in.
That was beautiful. He just squatted on that. His coaches are going to love that one. 6:15 on the clock. Southeast. Bunch formation. Huggins looks, throws it out there late and wide. Very good closing there by Jaquez Hughes. And you could see the closing speed. And really, one thing, Ruben Stamp had set down in the zone back there, so he forced that difficult throw. Made it tougher on the quarterback and the receiver there. So great job by Ruben Stamp also.
Hard to tell from this angle, but it looked like 17 just dropped the ball. I mean, 4 was there right on him, but 17 looked like he just dropped the ball right before he was able to get, possession. He just dropped it straight down.
L.J. Hewitt is going to come over here wide and press the gunner out here. Jaquez Hughes is waiting for that returnable kick. Good snap. Man, coming off there with Simpson. And Peter, the guys are getting away from that one. And it's down eventually at the 35-yard line. So Palmetto Tigers have great field position here. Troy, what do you think about the play of Sheldrick Simpson, number 20?
Sheldrick Simpson has been a very, very bright spot as a corner. I think this might be his real first year playing.
Every day, 192 people in the U.S. die from drug overdose, but they don't have to. In Florida, if you're trying to save the life of another person, you're protected from prosecution by the Good Samaritan Act.
You just saved her life.
Great commercial there from our North River Prevention Partners. 5:55 on the clock. Palmetto Tigers with the ball, 30 with a 31-6 lead here in the third quarter. Ziplin looking really comfortable back there. Jet sweep, and he take Quay Smith, and woo! Look at the speed, and he is down to the 31-yard line.
I think that's the first time this year that we have really been able just to watch Quay just take off and run, and you don't get to see his speed very much because he's always running a route, but that was impressive.
Great kick-out block by number 2, Sage Hickson on 4. You know, their best player got a great block, and he was able to cut back inside of that.
And there's Zion Bellamy Bay there making another play back there to keep that one. I thought as Quay Smith turned the corner there, I thought he was about to make a house call, but we've seen some great speed out of these defensive backs for Southeast tonight. But Palmetto Tigers in great shape here. Ball is at the 31-yard line. Ziplin in empty formation. Sage Hickson in the slot. Love that route. And then he throws it. Got it. Almost a circus catch by Sage. That was a beautiful, beautiful play design there. So it looked like it's your wheel out there, and Sage is
Almost.
wide open.
Almost pulls it in.
I tell you what, that's a great play design because you looked out there. He looked out there at the hitch on the boundary and then threw the wheel route behind. Just came out a little hot, but great play call. Man, that's fun to watch. That's like watching college stuff here on Friday night. Two backs in the backfield this time, Benson and Hickson back there, Ziplin. And this time, boy, that's an interesting play there. Sage Hickson driving forward, spinning, grinding. He's got the first down.
Wow, hard running. You're really seeing Sage at his best tonight. You're seeing that old form, just lowering the shoulders and picking up hard yards and taking defensive players with them. And you know, after a while, you get tired of trying to tackle him.
And they caught Southeast out of position because the first back looked like the blocking back going one direction, and then you slipped Sage out to the other side as the flow of the defense. Just that was fun to watch. 5:14 on the clock. Hickson in the slot. This time to hand it off to Benson. Runs hard and low, but there's a very good tackle there. And that's that big number 52 once again is Jordan Taylor.
Yeah, George's had a really good game. He's stepping that middle and making tackles.
52 and 54.
He's been a bright spot.
Yeah, Murray and Taylor, they're tough on the inside of the defense. Sorian Gathers out here wide with Hickson in slot. This time he looks, and he's got Hickson out there, and he dives, but the ball slightly overthrown. It would have been a great catch. Pretty good coverage over there also. And that is, again, that's Novell Chestnut over there in coverage.
Looks like Sagel's still down on his back over there, guys.
Now that one, yeah, Sagel's down back there. Probably is going to be wind, I would guess, from laying out like that, stretching out for the ball.
Yeah, he came down pretty hard.
So here with 4:31 on the clock, 31-6. Tom, does it look like that defense is starting to tire out there, or they're hanging tough?
No, it looks like they are starting to get tired. Their hands on hips quite a bit. The whole first half, the defense was jawing pretty good, and I don't mean in a negative way. I mean they were pumping each other up and flying around to the ball, and I heard a lot of hollering and hooting and all that good stuff. And the second half, you come out, you score right away, get the ball back again. I think it just kind of demoralized them a little bit. They're getting tired. You notice Josh is getting the offense back up on the line quick and trying to get them going again. Right away, not let them catch their breath. And it seems to be working. They look tired. They look slower. And 4 is getting blocked a little bit more than he was before. 21's not making every tackle. So I think they're just getting worn down by this big offensive line.
Excellent summary there by our Arctic Air sideline reporter. Brings up a third, and we'll call it 7 here for Siplin.
Tom went with the black hat tonight. I like that. He's smooth.
He tried. Oh, they had the slip screen out there, and unable to get out there was Benson. He got kind of tied up in the traffic out there. Big number 51, Navon Hatcher out there. Navon Hatcher was able to, it was a kind of like a fake to the back. He was able to time up, so he wasn't able to get that out there on the slip screen.
Yeah, I mean, good pressure by the Seminole defense. So we're going to try to
line up for a field goal attempt.
Kick a field goal here, guys, and
will be number 40.
This may be one of the longest attempts.
This is exactly where Robbie Stevenson said he would be comfortable from the 25. So let's see.
That'd be 42 yards right here. Alexis Ramirez, he drives it, and
I think it's going to be
just wide left.
Wide left, yeah.
And you look at the flag over there, you probably picked that up on the TigerVision as presented by Conley Buick GMC replay. That flag is blowing from right to left, right across the goalpost over there. So that no score there for the Tigers. Really good drive, though. Missed a couple, missed the wheel route to Sagel, and then I believe it was a post corner to Sagel. So 2 near touchdown plays, but no points.
He looked to have the length on that as well to make it. If he just straightens that up a little bit, I think he's good to go.
Now it's time for that Palmetto Tiger defense to hold here. 4:24 on the clock here. Ruben Stamp is out there, and he's got Jordan Simpson out there at linebacker 2. Creeping up. Now he throws a big ball. This one's up in the air a long time. That one's going to be deflected, nearly picked off by Jaquez Hughes and Sheldrick Simpson.
Yeah,
friendly
Jaquez
fire.
had a shot. Simpson had a shot. And
knocked it out of each other's hands there. Ball came out again. The pressure there, and I believe that was number 35, Cameron Holding back there, the 6'1", 235-pound sophomore Cameron Holding. How many of these sophomores do we have? That's another 235-pound 6'1" sophomore back there with the pressure.
Yeah. Do you have Alex Pettifer back there? Or no, that's number 16.
Good crossing route right there, and good distance first down on the play. Jalen Wester comes over to clean it up late.
So we have a new quarterback, guys. Number 16, is that Darvin?
Darvin Searles Jr., the junior quarterback. Yeah, he's I saw him, he can spin a little bit. He's a left-handed. Yeah, Huggins is out there wide now on the sideline. Oh, great play there by the Palmetto Tiger defense. Coming to clean that one up was number 29, and that's Jordan Simpson.
I'd like to see that. Everybody just forming to the ball the way they've been taught. Don't leave anything to chance.
Yeah, I didn't see who made the initial play in the interior line, probably Stamp, and then forced that one wide. And that's a great name. We had Ruben Stamp on our coaches show. What an awesome young man he is. And we've also had Jordan Simpson, number 29. He's great. Wow, what pressure. Shakes it, throws it out there. Great catch. And he goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So really good play by the quarterback. Showed great feet. Jalen Wester back there, and Augustin is saying they're holding me. He's talking to the officials over there because 17.
Well, we can't complain too much because we definitely have not seen many flags tonight, and there are times when we see too many.
That's true. That's true. The officiating crew tonight is letting them play football a little bit, and I know all of us up here would rather see that. Good push, middle screen, inside the push, good block there, maybe a block in the back, but it goes, and cleaning that one up is number 27, and he's having a pretty good night tonight, and that is Jacob Milligan. So it brings up a 4th down.
Number 7, Ryan Davis is complete.
So
it'll bring up a 4th down situation.
Southeast looks like they're going to leave the offense on the field. 4th and 6. 4 yards to go, and it's 2 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock here in the third. Thomas looks, rolls to his left, and is picked off by Jalen Wester.
Big baby.
Tries to break a tackle, but he's going to be tackled at the 35. Jalen Wester, another great play.
That's a throw I'm sure that young quarterback would love to have back. He's just trying to make something happen here. Doesn't see Jalen Wester. And
that was so nice, Tom. Did you see the way Jalen, looked at the quarterback's eyes there and then just floated over there in the zone? And
he baited him. He baited him the whole way. I'm right in line between the quarterback and Jalen. And, man, he baited him. He waited just long enough to get in there. There was good pressure on the quarterback as well. But I got to tell you, if I'm Southeast, I'm sticking with 16. I like the way he moved on that one play, avoided a tackle, and then was still able to complete the pass for 4 or 5 yards. He's pretty poised under pressure. I think I would stay with 16. Your offense looked a lot better with him.
And coming in number 77, Danny Hollis is getting a lot of time at tackle tonight. He's a 6'1", 250-pound junior out there playing left tackle. Sajel Hickson is in the slot over there. They're looking for Sajel, and then he checks down, throws the other way, and nearly a completion.
Almost an interception and almost a completion there.
So Quay Smith was able to get by there with his speed. Oh, my goodness, what a good move he did, but great defense there.
Guys, I tell you, if 4 wasn't so big and 13 could have seen the ball all the way through that, I think he might have come up with that. He had a full hand on it, but he was kind of blinded by 4, going for the block. So, man, great pass. Just almost one step too much.
That's Isaiah Pettifer again.
But the recovery speed was incredible because the move was there, and that was just a great coverage play by Pettifer. What a night he's having tonight. He's been everywhere out here on the field.
Second down and 10 for the Tigers.
Zakiji Rutledge with Quay Smith over here, and this is going to be Quay Smith breaking a tackle or two, so Quay goes for a nice gain on the play.
Yeah, good job by Quay to pick anything up on that. Thought that play was going to be dead behind the line of scrimmage, and he's able to use his speed. And nice, crafty, couple little cuts there, picks up some good yards.
Yeah, the design of the play, the Southeast defense was really prepared for the jet sweep look, and Quay just using his feet and running with great vision there. That's another one that you can throw right into the backfield. Quay Smith, the receiver. Benson's now in the backfield. 2 receivers out here. Sajel Hickson in the slot. It's a handoff to Benson, running hard and low. Takes a big hit there. Really fine play.
Gonna be maybe about a half a yard short. He's close to it.
Well, can y'all tell Coach Marino's back helping with his play calling, all these jet sweeps and different things we haven't seen lately? Definitely his style.
No doubt about it, Tom.
There's a handoff, and that's going to be, oh my goodness, what a run by Sajel Hickson. He's going to be stood up there, refuses to go down, first down.
By Isaiah Pettifer.
Yeah, Sajel is really having an awesome game, kind of quietly, but he's picking up some big yards.
Very quietly. He's got 11 carries for 123 yards.
And we got is that a flag out there near the sideline? No, we got a timeout here. So it's a timeout Southeast. Is that what we've got? Okay, timeout Southeast.
I'm going to tell you guys, this football team isn't doing too great tonight, but this band is getting it over here in the end zone, man. They are very reminiscent of Southeast High School band of old. They are dancing and jumping around and, man, killing it over here.
Well, Tom, you got the flip-flops on tonight. One of the things we require out of the sideline reporter, when the band is going and they got it going on, we want to see some dancing out there, Tom. What you got for us?
I can't do that. I'm a public figure on the sideline for the school, and I cannot embarrass the principal.
So tell me again when that's ever stopped you.
Well, I'm working on that, so it's a work in progress.
That's one theory.
I really want to dance, actually.
That's one theory. The other theory is if you're scared, say you're scared,
I'm
Tom.
terrified, petrified, honestly.
Just say it. Simple. Now he hands it off to Benson, and he breaks a tackle initially. Great job over there by number 12, and that's Greg Gibson again.
Benson on the carry for the
I wonder if the Gibsons here at Palmetto High and Gibson over there at Southeast are related.
For the Seminoles.
big front for Southeast.
I really love the way Gibson runs, though. He just runs hard, and he gets low.
Oh, Benson, yeah.
Benson, he reminds me of Bubba. I keep saying that, but he's just so reminiscent of Bubba going.
Look at that. He is in for 6. Good call, Rick.
He's so low to the ground. Like you said, he got those big thighs that just powers him through tackles.
Boys, he ran through a face mask as well. His head got turned completely around, and he never slowed down. He ran right through it.
You'll see it right there.
Yeah. Oh, great job by the TigerVision crew down there. Special thanks to James Burton down there, along with the camera crews, Chandler Jessup tonight. And Seth Hoopergarden not with us tonight. Seth, we miss you at home there. But Jordan Varnador, Chad Burton, James, the crew, we always thank you guys. You're doing a great job.
Awesome job.
Great look there. And the snap is good. The kick is up and is good. Little extracurricular here.
Little tempers are flying here. Y'all never mention me when I'm gone, but I'm going to mention Kenny Burton. We miss Kenny Burton.
Oh, my goodness.
He's enjoying the nice autumn air. And where's he at, Georgia? Where's he at?
I believe it's up in Gatlinburg. Well, tonight I think he's in Georgia, but he's been in Gatlinburg, Tennessee up there enjoying some of the cooler weather up there.
That's got to be an awesome time.
Who takes a vacation in October?
Well, I think why Kenny's out, I think his back was sore from carrying me so much. And he said, you know what, I got to get out of here.
I need a break.
I can't take it anymore.
Any vacation is a good vacation.
Yeah,
I'm just jealous.
Ken's got everything as far as statistics of years past in the conferences and who's going to be playing whom in the playoff and what divisions and what regions and all that. It's like NASA up here when Ken Burton is in the press box with us. And I miss you tonight, Ken.
Coach Marino was looking for him.
Here is the kick. Get a cook out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto. And that kick is fielded at the 5-yard line. And he cuts it up. A nice tackle there. That's going to be
that's going to be Zipper. And Zipper, he just ran through a blocker to make that tackle. He just full speed, barrels through a block, makes a great tackle. I think he's
paying the price.
Yeah, I think he hit that shoulder.
Hit that right on the bicep, and hopefully that's just a stinger. But that is a painful play. But great play by Zipper there.
I'll tell you what, if you're designing a guy to be your your guy that's going to run down full speed on a kickoff, that's the guy. I mean, he goes all out. We had a guy named Leo Gostowski back when I played football, and he would run and jump sideways and take out 2 or 3 guys. That's Zipper.
He's a specimen now. There's no doubt about it.
14 seconds on the clock here in the third. Southeast 1st and 10. 2 receivers, both sides of the formation. Thomas throws it out there. And good coverage over there. And I believe that is going to be Jamil Williams out there making another play out there tonight.
Davis for a gain of 2 yards.
Yeah, the Tigers have totally taken the fans out of this game. Yeah, it's quiet over here.
27.
So the clock has 7 on it here. We'll start with play. So they're going to get this play off here. Eli Thomas awaits the snap. Nice snap. And he threw his second choice there.
That was a good pass. A really nice pass.
And second progression and just a good completion there to number 17, which is Tony Edwards. And you saw number 27 over there making another play tonight, Jacob Milligan, getting a lot of playing tonight, time tonight.
Hi, I'm Andy Egebrecht, and with my dad Don and brother Danny, we own Andros Boatworks. Andros boats are quality custom boats built right here in Sarasota. We depend on GMC Sierra trucks to pull our boats and get the job done. And we deliver boats both locally and internationally. I suggest you go to Conley Buick GMC. You'll see why we chose their family business to support ours. After 18 years and I don't know how many trucks, at Conley Buick GMC, I guarantee you'll be treated like family.
So tell me, what was actually the name of the award? It was you were the #1 stream in the streaming awards. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
Hey guys, Chris Conley here from Conley Buick GMC. Hang on for the fourth quarter, and remember, go Tigers.
When they take on the Sarasota Sailors.
All right, the Seminoles have this one.
Traveling to Charlotte.
Ball's at the 35-yard line. He looks, Thomas does. It's a little bit behind his receiver there. Incomplete pass stops the clock here. So there's 11:55 in the fourth quarter. Palmetto Tigers with a 33-6 lead.
Yeah, Gabe McDuffie putting a little pressure on the young quarterback.
Now setting up a 4th and 1 situation.
Troy, I believe that was Darvin Searles Jr., right?
That's correct.
Okay. And now he looks. Oh, big
my
hit.
goodness.
And
fumbles.
ball's out. And that's Jamal.
Bill Williams.
Jamil
Oh, my
Williams.
goodness. That was a torpedo. He just comes in.
Now watch him get his head up, though.
Oh, my God.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So, good replay there. And he said his arm was going forward there, so incomplete pass. They ruled him down. Jamil Williams. And for you youngsters watching at home, when Jamil came in there, that is the perfect opportunity to pick up a targeting foul. But you saw him come in there face mask to face mask, heads up. Just made a great play back there.
Jamil's a tough kid, and like I said, he making a switch from running back to a down safety. The biggest thing for him is that he is just so physical. So it's a perfect transition for him, and they've given him the confidence by putting him on the field and letting him be physical.
Well, he certainly has been having a great game tonight. Tonight, you see him playing a lot of defense, and we think we'll see him playing some running back and slot back here in the future with the offense of the Palmetto Tigers.
There's that big number, that's 51.
Yeah, and that was Retrell Crawford back there in the backfield. Retrell is the 5'9", 150-pound junior, and we've seen him in the wide receiver slot, but he's playing a little running back but there now. Siplin goes over to the sideline to talk things over with the coaches. 11:17 on the clock here in the fourth. Second and 13. One thing about Southeast here, they treat us like gold. We have the guy that the field is named after here is Metley is over here announcing our homecoming game next week versus Sarasota on the public address. They treat us great here at Southeast High School. Timeout this time by the Tigers.
There's a timeout in the action called by the Palmetto Tigers.
So with 10:47 left, guys, and it's been really a dominant game here thus far for the Tigers. And defensively, I don't think you could have asked for anything better than this. Regardless of the record of the Seminoles, this is a talented team, a lot of athletes, a lot of speed, and we've been able to shut them down. And I'm very impressed with the defense and with the offense. I mean, the offense is really starting to click. It's really starting to, find that identity that we've been looking for. What are you going to be? You're going to be a running team, passing team, both. I think Josh has managed everything well, and the running backs have just been awesome tonight. So couldn't be any happier.
The two losses that we sustained were, we had to clean up our special teams. And tonight, we haven't given up field position. The special teams has been down there, making tackles, not giving up big plays.
Jet sweep. And driving hard is Quay Smith, but pretty good defense over there by the Seminoles. Coming up to make the play there, involved in the play is, looked like number 3 there, and that is Novell Chestnut, and he's been tough tonight.
There's really no need to do anything fancy here. Just run this clock down and let the defense get back out there. Just eat up the clock as much as you can.
Like to see Retrell Crawford here in the backfield. His uniform's awfully clean. Steps up, looks to get a block, got a wheel right out the back there, and it is a incomplete pass. Sajal was there, but coming over to make a good play was the defender arrived just simultaneous with the pass.
That was a great play by the DB. I can't get a number off the young man.
6.
Oh, that's going to be Alex Pettiford.
No, that's 6 this time, and that's going to be.
Yeah, that's Alex. That's the brother. That's Isaiah's brother.
Alex. That's right.
Yes.
Man, those Pettifords are here to play tonight. That was just a great play.
That was a good play. I mean,
he did it perfect. In high school, you can face guard. Waited for the receiver's hands to go up there, arrived simultaneously. Just a great play.
Down and 10 for the Tigers of Palmetto.
Look for something on the left side of the formation for the Tigers. They got 4 receivers out there in that formation. Siplin looks. He throws it out there, and it sails on him. Incomplete pass.
Is overthrown. Broken up.
So stops the clock with 10:02 on the clock.
so we're going to have to get a name, but number 87, he's a J. Okay, he just came in the game, and I don't. You know much about him? I can tell you one thing: he's got speed.
Damari Magwood is very explosive. He's had some really good games for the JV this year. Long runs, and he is built on speed, so he can play. He's just a freshman,
which is so nice for us to see.
So I'm penciling that one in on my roster here. That's Jamari, and his last name, Troy?
Damari Magwood.
Damari Magwood. That's a great football. Macwood is a great football name. So that was a turnover on the downs here. Southeast will take over. Quarterback comes over there late, and that's number 16, which is Darvin Searles Jr. coming in for some quarterback play here for the Seminoles.
Is that going to be a delay of game?
I think so.
I think it's timeout.
They squeezed the time in.
Interesting. They had 16, the quarterback, in motion. And they had looked like a blocking back up right behind the guard. That was very, very strange formation there.
Well, during this break, I'm going to talk about one of our great new sponsors, the Prosperity Group Advisors, LLC. Let Greg Ellie show you how to create pension-like income where you can earn a reasonable rate of return without the risk of the Wall Street casino. Greg can also show you how to retire with a 5-year retirement plan with tax-free income. Call 1-800-440-0434 or go to mymoneyissafe.com. 10:02 here in the fourth. Seminoles have the ball. Need really to get something out of the offense here. High snap, rolls over there to the left. Got a receiver out there. Incomplete pass coming up there late is Simpson, and he picks up a personal foul there.
Yeah, that was close. I'll give it to the ref on that. I mean, it just.
You know, he was hitting his head like maybe he was going to say helmet to helmet possibly.
Well, that was
that you may be right on that.
Big Terrence Gordon out there. I saw him in warm-ups. He's number 40. He's a really big back, and but he showed some pretty good receiving skills in warm-ups there. Got him with it.
That was more shoulder. That's not a good call. That was shoulder. In fact, he did a great job making sure his helmet did not make contact. I don't.
I mean, he's defenseless, but you know, it certainly wasn't a targeting call.
1st and 10 here. Throws it out there again, and again it was intended.
A little short arm there.
Yeah, got a little pressure there. Augustin, big number 90, DeJuan Smalley. This year, DeJuan Smalley, he is a defensive tackle, but he is also an excellent long snapper. And with the Palmetto Tigers, they've got Max Logan in as a long snapper, and Smalley is working more and more of his way into the defensive tackle position here in some of these games. In there playing nose right now. Riley Jackson is inside on the interior line. This time he throws a slant, and it's going to be picked off. And that's Jamil Williams again.
Just an athlete.
That was an outstanding interception, wasn't it, Troy? I mean, that wasn't easy. Look at him go up and get it.
And I'll tell you one thing. Number 9, Calvin Clark, had cleared and was 20 yards further down, but the pressure didn't allow him to see Calvin streaking down the hash there. He was behind the defense, but great pressure and a great pick by Jamil Williams. He's all right, isn't he, Troy?
He's
he's
a Jim Dandy. If I was Dick Vitale, I'd be saying he's a PTPer, baby.
He's one of my all-time PTPer, baby. Yeah. Dick Vitale, I used to run into him in Northwest Bradenton sometimes, and he's just a classic. Now Siplin throws a nice-looking ball high. Good defensive play there. Number 2 is Zion Bellamy Bay back there. So good coverage by the Seminoles.
As we go with the empty backfield, and not Josh's best throw of the night.
Yeah, they're trying to take the top off of the defense, and Southeast has done a very good job of covering the long ball. So there should be some throws underneath if they take a look. But, again, everybody's trying to make big plays and get themselves on film.
2nd down and 10 for the Tigers.
One thing I've seen tonight, really good job by the offensive line of Palmetto High School with some big defenders out there earlier for Southeast. Looks like they've shored up some things along the offensive line tonight. This time a great play. And there is no Bell Chestnut once again. There's some players out there. Chestnut returns kicks. He's out here playing DB. He is, I don't have his height and weight here, but he's a player.
We know they've got athletes over there, and it's just we've been able to put some strong offensive drives together. Defense has been outstanding, and they don't seem to have as many on the sidelines as we do either, guys. A lot of players going both ways here, playing both ways.
And Siplin looks, he throws a middle screen out there, and it's going to be caught, or not caught. It was incomplete pass. Looking over, one of the fun things tonight, on the chain gang over there, the marker 2nd or 3rd down, those kind of things, they've had it sideways. So it's like looking at the side of a card. So I can, if you're wondering why I'm not telling you 2nd or 3rd down.
Because we don't know. I've been looking for it all night.
Have you? Okay. Good. So now Gavin's going to kick this one away. Yeah, it doesn't help you that much when it's, turned sideways. Gavin gets it. A nice high kick. And that's going to just check up there, and now it's going to go ahead and down.
Don't let it roll back.
It's at the 37-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Seminoles at 37.
I want to take this time to shout out a couple people. We saw some people making comments on the live feed. Andravia Martin calling in from Virginia, Onetta Francois, Coach Rob Martin.
All right.
A lot of people are watching, and they love the broadcast. And if they can't make it here live, they certainly let you know that they're watching. And you guys have done a great job. The guys, again, this is the #1 broadcast. I'm just glad to be a part of it, and watching these young guys play every Friday is just a joy. And being with you guys too, man, talking football.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Learning life lessons. Who else gets to sit up here and talk with the sheriff?
It's wonderful. And we're up here in the booth with a legend. And there's the ball down.
Yes.
And Simpson's back there, so that's going to be a big loss on the play. And
I'll tell you what's good about that, Brian. We have a lot of the younger. We got some JV players in there. Some of the younger players that don't get to play as much, and they're swarming to the ball just like those starters were. And it's that mentality that Coach Marino and Coach Brazelton, they instill that in these young players.
Yeah, we've got Caden Bodden out there. We've seen him make some play. We've got Jake Ruiz, number 44, out there, and really not much drop-off. Good play there.
Nice job.
Is that 58 or was that?
That's 85. That's either that's 53 that time. That's either Greg Parker or Keon Smith Brown.
Right, you're gonna have to excuse us as we don't have these young JV players that were brought up. We don't
but
have
always
them.
an advantage here to have Troy because
yes,
Troy's
he knows.
over at LMA.
All you have to know is that they're both 6'4" in the 9th grade. So
53 is Keon Brown Smith.
Keon Brown Smith. All right, thanks, Tom. Now this is an incomplete pass here. It'll bring up a punting situation for Southeast. Yeah, Tom's. The pressure from this group is unbelievable. I mean, they're getting there.
I want to say this about So number 51 for Southeast, Navon Hatcher. I don't know if he's come off the field tonight. He's on the D line. He's on the O line. I see him over there as they're, swapping out players. He's just sitting there and he's trying to get as much air as he can, but he's been playing all night.
That's Navion Hatcher, and he's not back there in punt protect, is he, Tom? Did he finally get at least take a break?
Yeah, I don't see him back here right now, obviously. Oh, I snap.
Go ahead and take it, Tom.
Good kick. He's got a good kick. They got a great punter, man. He's got a good leg on him. Looks like he's rolling about 50-yard punt there. That's pretty awesome. Great kick there.
Yeah, and he's had high snaps all night and pressure in his face.
And he's a big boy too. Southeast has got some athletic kids. They're a little bigger, but they're playing in positions you wouldn't normally see them. And the running back, the punter back there being a little bigger guy. But and when you were talking earlier just a minute ago about the defensive line getting back in there, getting pressure, I just think that's become the culture. Some schools are just associated with certain types of positions, DBU and all that. But I think Palmetto's defensive line, I think the word is out in Manatee County that the defensive line at Palmetto High School is always going to be big and strong and fast. And I just feel like the kids are drawn to it. And we just have a lot of depth at that position, which is great.
Siplin hands the ball off. Look at this speed here. Big hole, nice move. Is that Rockland Lodge? No, that's going to be Richrell Crawford.
Yeah, that's Crawford again, doing it all. Lost his shoe in the process.
And I did want to say, about the punter there for Southeast, number 44 is Hernan Gonzalez Herrera, is who we were talking about, making some great plays back there as an athlete, and really some great kicks tonight. But Crawford, he's getting his chance here, and a great run there. A couple very good moves on that run. Quay Smith is over here, and he has the Kedru Rutledge wide. And the high snap, and then hands it off to Elzavian Houston, and really the timing and play disrupted there, but good play there by Southeast coming across there. I'll pick up a number here shortly.
I don't know what Coach Marino's game plan is, but for me, just running this ball and trying to get this clock down so we can get ready for the Sailors next week.
Yeah, Greg Gibson again, number 12 for Southeast. Coming out of there, out of his linebacker, did a great play there on Xavier Houston. Now it's 6:27 on the clock, fourth quarter. Second down for Siplin. Hands it off, and big hit there. And I believe that was Gibson again, Greg Gibson, but let's pick up a number.
That's number 12 there.
Yeah, that's Gibson again.
Great tackler.
Yeah, he's one of those. He's kind of a tallish looking, Mike linebacker type. Looks more like a safety, but he plays very physical. Yeah, he's out there in Mike, middle linebacker out there, and this time simply another high snap. Great move. Still going.
That's
churning
Crawford
forward.
Again,
That's Crawford. Richrell Crawford.
Wow.
5:40 on the clock.
Crawford, he's showing some moves tonight, getting an opportunity and taking advantage of it.
Really, and having to start.
Citizens of Palmetto, only one man running has the experience we need. His name is Matt Kazar. He helped protect our nation and believes in traditional American values. He has raised over $1 million to help the youth of our community. Matt Kazar actually has a plan and the experience required to bring more jobs, better education, and a smarter city budget to Palmetto. That's why we must vote Matt Kazar for Palmetto City Commission this November.
I saw raised over $1 million. Well, Matt, you need to come help us with our Palmetto boosters.
No doubt.
Get our fans on that IPFAM, I Pay $5 a month program. I want to encourage everybody to do that, Tiger fans. This time it's
now we got
Houston in there. Makes a couple guys miss. Goes for a gain of about 2-3 yards on the play.
Hey guys, we got a great game just a little east of here. Manatee 28, Braden River 23 in the fourth quarter. Pretty tight game.
Another tackle out there by number 12, Gibson.
What a game there. And saw that on the ticker earlier. Give me number 82, Tom. Find out who that is down there, will you? Thank you. This time that's going to be Ratrell Crawford running forward for a gain, nice gain on the play, about 4 yards. Going to bring up a third, and we'll call it 3.
Got a new quarterback in the game, guys.
That time Crawford was the ball carrier and Thomas was on the tackle for the Seminoles.
It's Zamarian Lang, the freshman.
So Zamarian Lang is, so that's it for Josh Siplin tonight. Zamarian Lang in there takes over the quarterback duties. Hands the ball off. Nice run. Very nice. And that again is Ratrell Crawford. First down. So that'll stop the clock here with 4:08 here in the fourth.
Not until the Tigers picked up another first down.
Tigers in no hurry here.
Yeah, they shouldn't be. We got 3:57 left in the game. Tigers have just been dominant all night since the first series, and offensively they just have been able to.
Guys, we're approaching 400 yards of offense.
Wow.
250 plus on the ground.
Great news for the Tiger offense coming out tonight. And this time blown up in the backfield there. Great play.
Number 14 was met in the backfield. That was Houston.
54. You know, he's playing the entire game, and that is Demarion Murray.
Yep.
Murray.
He's got to be gassed.
Setting up second.
Showing a lot of heart in the middle of the line.
For the Tigers.
And he's played this one wire to wire. 3 on the clock. Lang in the backfield. And this time, again,
I think
tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
We have a face mask on Southeast on that last play.
So there's a flag on the play, Tom?
Another tackle.
Yeah, it looked like he had jersey, so I'm not sure if they're calling a horse collar or what it is, but he definitely turned him around. I don't think it was face mask. I think it was the front of his shirt and maybe his pads a little bit there.
I'll tell you what, he was across the line of scrimmage in a flash, and he was in great position to play, and they waved that one off. That's a good call. That's a good call. You know, I hate to see that. You know, when the Tom, you're on it again with the Arctic Air replay. .240 on the clock here in the fourth. Big receiver over here, number 84, out here wide. This time Lang's going to run it, and he's going to be tackled for loss back there. And making the play over there, turning that one inside, was Isaiah Pettiford once again.
Well, I mean, Southeast knows we're going to just run the ball, and they're teeing off on it.
84 is the big freshman, Malik Callaway.
And 82 is Nazir Edwards.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Nazir Edwards and Malik Callaway, number 84. Thank you very much, Tom and Troy. Lang's running this one down, taking a lot of time off the clock, and that's a good thing. Coach Marino very respectful to Southeast High School here. And another fantastic play there. Number 12 again, and he is Greg Gibson playing lights out here in the fourth quarter.
Backfield by number 12, Greg Gibson for a loss.
So clock stops here at 1:29.
Gibson must have about 14 tackles tonight.
He's got
to be getting close.
Easily.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness.
He's got, 6 or 7 here in the fourth quarter, right?
That's a tough night, though. I mean, you know, we've been running the ball very well, so like I said, he's not backed away. He's full of energy, and he's played a very good game.
Remaining at their own 40-yard line.
So 1:28 on the clock here. This time the Noles have Eli Thomas back there. Hands it off the back and breaks a tackle. At the 50, he's at the 40, he's at the 30, and he is finally run out of bounds there. They spot him down at the 17-yard line.
Brian Davis.
Brian Davis.
Scampered down the sideline for a big gain for the Seminoles.
Yeah, so we pretty much have taken all the starters out of the defense and giving these young guys an opportunity to play.
16, 17 yards.
So with 1:19 on the clock, Palmetto is going to come up with a big victory here, leading this one 38-6. And this time plunging ahead for a nice gain on the play, a gain of about 5 yards. And that's Davis again. Number 58 on the tackle. It's another JV player coming up. Jacoby Morrell. Yeah, and he had 50 on earlier in one of the games that we did. And there's a throw, and it was caught for touchdown there. Great catch down there.
Nice throw by the young quarterback.
Yeah, that was right on the dime. Kind of a post corner comes out of that.
Really wasn't too bad coverage on that. He just didn't turn around and go for the ball. So he could have had a chance to play that ball, but he just didn't see it.
Yeah, and he tipped it initially, was able to gather that, kept both feet in bounds, touchdown. Great catch over there. 35 seconds on the clock. Nice high snap. The kicker picks it up. Showing some great speed. Gets to the sideline, cuts it up, fumbles the ball. But, you know, athletic play there by number 26, and that is Carlos Aragon. Showed everybody out there, you know, he's one of those kickers, but he showed he was a pretty good athlete.
A lot of speed.
A lot of speed. Made it to that sideline over there.
He's no Carl
Lewis?
No, what was the kicker from the Dolphins that
Garo Upremio.
There you go. There you go. That was ugly. That right there was athletic.
Yeah, it sure was.
He did a good job.
And we're not going to snap on kickers because Ken Burton's not here tonight, the great punter kicker.
Well, Ken was athletic.
Oh,
Still
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Have you seen him walk up the stairs? I mean, he's awesome when he walks up the stairs, even now.
Ken had the
Ken does it with grace.
Ken played a little tight end.
Yeah.
And I think he was the MVP of this game right here, the Southeast Palmetto game one year, I believe.
There you go.
And you know, when we had that award back there, I believe.
Played basketball too as well. Right?
Great hands.
Yeah.
That I throw Ken Burton a blind pass in traffic, you know, but I knew he would catch it and finish. So, yeah, Ken's a good athlete. And a great punter. You know, in the high school at these stadiums, he would put the ball over the lights of the stadiums on a regular basis. So 35 seconds on the clock. Yeah, we miss you, Ken. 33-12. Get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto. It'll be interesting to see if the kicker, which is Carlos Aragon, because he took a pretty big hit over there, and he hits a squib kick down there. Stamps on initially. Tigers are scrambling for the ball, and it looks like Southeast has come up with the ball. Let's see.
Guess who? Number 12.
It looked like Palmetto had that ball. It really did. Looked like he had it.
Yeah, I thought he had it too, but then coming over late, you have to. So let's see. They're going to sort this one out.
We can't believe until we see the refs. All right, and they do. So it is Palmetto ball.
Well, Greg Gibson, again, just balling tonight, just making plays all over the place. Got in there late and almost came up with a big recovery there. But as you see, Stamp initially takes that one. Doesn't take a very good hop, scrambling back there and jumping on that. So Stamp, and we'll get – and is Jamal Williams back there again? Yeah, it's Jamal Williams coming off that, right? Let's see if we can pick it up on the replay here. Looks like Jamal Williams making plays. So we've got the best formation in football, the victory formation here for the Tigers. Lang's going to take this one and lose a yard. Takes a knee. So with 28 seconds and the clock will wind down, the Palmetto Tigers will end up with a 33 22-12 victory here. And we're going to have Tom with the coach's interview, talking to Coach Marino after the game. Troy's going to get some statistics for you, and then we'll wrap it up. But while we're gathering the coach here, Rick, what's your impressions of the game?
Just a dominant performance tonight by the Tiger defense, offense, special teams. Everyone played well. Impressed with the O-line tonight. Running game was impressive as well. Thought that Josh just commanded the offense the way that we would expect him to. Defensively, just nothing but superb. Really excited about where we're heading and watching this team continue to get better week after week as we get ready for what we already know will be the playoffs. That's all been worked out already.
So as the coach gets the team together, Tom's way far away from us here. We'll see if that microphone, if he can pick things up. Tom?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm down here on the 15-yard line, guys, with Coach Marino. Obviously, it's a little different scenario we end the game with, but there's a lot of chippiness in this game. It's a Palmetto Southeast game. It's always one of those, a lot of drama going back and forth. Coach, talk about the offense tonight and Josh Shiplin moving the ball, 38 points on the board, and how they showed up.
He's getting better every day, every series, and we just got to continue to get better. He's improving, but we got the ball down there on the 6-inch line. We got to punch it in. O-line's got to have a little more pride and a little bit more fight and want to. And then in the fourth quarter, we sort of lost our focus a little bit, being up, as we were. We just want to be able to finish teams off and play for 48 minutes. But again, hey, on the road against a Palmetto, Southeast rivalry game, Southeast is always going to be fighting hard. So. Couldn't be more proud of the kids to come into this environment and play the way they did and the fight they had.
Now, obviously, all year defense has been really just our stalwart, our backbone. The defense has played phenomenal again tonight. Southeast really had no answer other than the one play. I mean, defense really is pretty much a shutout. Obviously, the backup's in late in the game. Just talk about the solid defense and the job the coaches are doing coaching those kids up.
We had a great staff. I mean, obviously, Greg Walls and Coach Ezra Robinson, our defensive back coach, and and obviously what Matt's doing schematically. That first quarter blitz he had was just perfect. Got him, caught him on this big time sack. Like I said, we got to tighten up on kickoff, special teams. We just got to keep improving. Again, in this shortened COVID season, we're just taking it one day at a time and just trying to get better every day.
All right, Coach, great game. Thank you. Guys, I'm here with 21, Jalen Wester. Jalen, we'll go ahead and turn this way. We haven't had any player interviews this year, and that's a shame because you're having one heck of a season, man. You are all over the place. I like to look up and you're dancing. You're always dancing, feeling good, having a good time because you're flying around and making tackles. Talk about this season and this defense and how it's playing together with you as a leader.
Well, as a leader, just making sure everybody put God first on the team and making sure we work hard. And, once we work hard and we build a family bond, nobody can stop that. And make sure 11 hats to the ball. Hey, nobody can't beat that.
I don't know if you're aware. I don't know if you watch the TigerVision replays or not, but they call you Big Baby. I know that's your nickname, but we're calling you Big Baby when you make the plays. And it seems like every play you're either making the tackle or you're forcing the ball back to someone else to make the tackle. Stamp's back there with you doing a great job. Talk about that linebacker core and how they step up and how you guys complement each other.
Well, from my position, I just push each one of them to get better because I know if I'm pushing him to get better, he's going to push me to get better. And then on Fridays, we're going to do good. So that's all it is.
So your brother lined up against you. He's the receiver. He catches the ball. You're the linebacker. How's that situation go, big brother?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to bring him down. Yeah, that's going to be very competitive.
It's got to be pretty interesting to Thanksgiving throwing a football around. I'm sure it is. All right, son, great job, and we look forward to seeing more out of you this season, bud. All right, guys, that's it for us down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Tom. You make our sponsor, Scott Whitaker, very proud of you with our Arctic Air Sideline Report. I did want to mention one thing that with our camera shots tonight, we've got some really good ones from Jay West. Jay West is kind of nice because he's sitting up there. He was an offensive lineman for these Tigers last year. He's up there by the offensive coordinator and knows all the plays, kind of gives us a little bit more of an advantage. Great job by the camera crew here on TigerVision. It's presented by Conley Buick GMC. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Troy Bellamy. He's got some outstanding looking stats for us.
Well, what a great night by the Tiger offense. That you we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, it seems like every play and every down, every game, they're getting better and better, more efficient, and that's what we saw tonight. Josh probably wasn't as efficient as he wanted to be, or not like he was last week, but he still had a big game, 10 for 25. He threw for 2 touchdowns on 144 yards, but we really were able to – you see the evidence of not only field position but having the complement of our whole line intact.
Yes.
And we ran the ball, and we picked up a total of 250 yards rushing. And so overall, our total offense was 388 yards.
That'll work.
So that helps out a lot. Then we also saw a shoring up of the special teams. Special teams did not give up big plays. They forced Southeast to have to go the length of the field. And then when you pin them back to the shadow of their own goal line, we were able to make big plays. And that's been the difference in the 2 losses that we sustained, is that the special teams has gotten better. So you see the coaches and the players working very hard on that part of the game, and that was also one of the things that made us very good last year. We had all 3 elements. You have to have good special teams, you have to have good offense, good defense, and so now we're starting to put it together, and just at the right time. Unfortunately tonight, Southeast didn't really move the ball. They're always a threat. They really weren't able to move the ball as well against us tonight. I mean, only tallying about 175 yards, but most of that was in the second half when the deal had already been settled. You got to be impressed with their backup quarterback, Davarian Searles. He did a great job, even threw a touchdown. And but when and that's not it's not a knock on them. That's a testament to this defense and what Coach Brazelton and everybody's put together as far as a game plan. I mean, when you hold Malik Huggins to under 50 yards of offense, and he might not have had that much, overall, but that's when you hold a player of his caliber to that limit on offense, and that means you're going to limit Southeast's ability to be able to move the ball, and that's why you had the big disparity in the total yardage as well as the score. And so that there's a lot of good things. I saw some really good things tonight from Cleve Benson. Like I said earlier in the first half, Cleve Benson was sort of the workhorse tonight. He caught the ball out of the backfield. He ran the ball. He had 50 yards running, and he had 40 yards receiving. So, you talk about total offense. That's a big night for him. Quietly, Rick mentioned earlier that Sajel Hickson had a quiet night. You're talking about having 11 carries for over 120 yards.
That'll work.
So, when you can get Sajel. And one of them was on the big play where he broke a couple tackles, reversed field, and was able to get some really excellent yardage to put us in a position to get a touchdown. But again, as the offensive line continues to grind on defenses and keep them out on the field, with that big line that we have, and Coach Ty dialing up plays to keep Josh in good position where he can throw the ball and be accurate, and guys make plays. Zorian Gathers catches another touchdown tonight. We've been calling for him all year, and he catches a nice slant in traffic and goes in for a score. So you saw a lot of good things, and I think we'll see even more as we prepare for Sarasota High next week.
All right, Troy, that's your alma mater there. Also the alma mater of my mother, Eileen Varnador, who watches TigerVision all the time, the Sailors. So tonight's final score here from Paul Meckley Field at John Kiker Memorial Stadium in Bradenton, Florida. Palmetto Tigers 33, Southeast Seminoles 12. Be sure to join us next Friday night, October 30th. It's going to be senior night at Harley Stadium in Palmetto as the Tigers take on the Sarasota Sailors. We, again, thank what makes TigerVision, as presented by Conley Buick, so great. It's because we have the #1 fans in the world, our fans, watching us here. And be sure to click on like and then subscribe to our channel, and we'll keep you current on Palmetto High School athletics and football. I'm Brian Varnador, wrapping it up. Thanks for watching Palmetto Tiger football. One town, one team. Go Tigers.